Gilo's putting sugar in his tea.
Fucking right, love.
He's brought a teapot with him today.
Fuck, do you want to shovel with that?
I never thought I'd see the day when I saw a teapot in the fucking doghouse.
Right, I got a joke besides Gilo's teapot. What do you call a deer with no eyes?
No idea.
No, it's just called a deer, isn't it? The absence of eyes didn't change the fucking species.
All right. What has a Catholic priest and a pint of Guinness got in common?
One.
A black coat, a white collar, and you've got to watch your ass if you get a dodgy one. Shout out to Jacko for that one. Right, let's hit it, Marlon.
Good evening, chicken nuggets.
Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Oh, I've just opened a beer that I've been given by our guest, and wow, that is, yeah.
Punchy boy?
That is a punchy boy. Punchy boy. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of In The Doghouse. Boom shakalaka, we are back. Marlon, who...
Once again with the ill behaviour.
Default damager.
Power to the people.
You got it that time. Yes. On fire. Who have we got tonight, Marlon?
We've got Galileo.
Shalom, motherfuckers.
Galileo.
And this irritating cunt.
The flip-flop throwing fucking stripper robbing fucking glue sniffing motherfucker. How you getting on, Tom, right?
Oh, wonderful, mate. That glue sniffing thing will come apparent later on, won't it? Yeah, Flop Flinger is back.
It's good to have you back, boys. Thanks for coming on.
No bomb.
Oh, dear. Well. Marlon, have it in the doghouse. Ow!
That was the funny bit. It's funny for everyone but you.
Oh, it's so fucking humorous.
Right, now put your fucking arms down. Stop waving your hands around.
I was getting excited.
You're excitable, Mr. Ticker, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's all out here, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Really hurt my whole head. He was on the corner of the bar for anyone that's not fucking watching, which is everyone.
That flip-flop flinger intro really got you fucking pumped up, didn't it?
Oh, man, that really hurt. Oh, and hot and cold.
Oh, you should see his statement. Look at it. You're going to cry. Go on.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Just let it out. Let it out. Come on, amongst friends.
I almost want to take a break so we can give him a hug.
Oh.
Seconds out, round one. Oh, well, here we are, back again, like the renegade masters that we are.
So, should we start with a staple?
A staple?
Gilo, how's your week been, mate?
Well, interesting week. Interesting week in the office, boys. You know, fairly basic bitch all week, and then I decided to cut my testicles off on Thursday.
Was this like a pre-planned thing, or just like fancy it one day?
Well, you know, you wake up in the morning, don't need my bollocks? Nah. You know what I mean? Fuck it, let's chop them off.
Would life be easier as a eunuch?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I've got a bald head. I'm quite a big bloke. Might as well be a fucking eunuch, can't I? Really? You know what I mean? It's a natural fucking progression. So yeah. I have had a vasectomy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
and it's all purple. Oh, there's no eye pappy. None at all. I can't even look at it. You know what I mean?
How about no?
Yeah, no. So yeah. Apart from that, yeah, all good.
So you're pretty tender bollocks at the minute.
Oh my days.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like TripAdvisor?
Oh, minus 50.
It's
basically, you know, when you've been kicked in the bollocks, obviously, ladies, you know, I mean, I'm sure you can appreciate this for when you have period pains and you bleed for a week and don't die.
That's why they can't be fucking trusted.
I know, can't trust them, can you?
Anything that bleeds for a week and doesn't die can't be trusted.
That's wrong there. Anyway, so you've been kicked in the bollocks, you know, like the initial sting has gone, but then the ache.
Oh, that dog.
Oh, the ache. It's the fucking ache, and I've had it for 3 days. Well, 2 days now, you know what I mean? 2-3 days. I don't know how many days it's been too long and it hurts. Yeah, and to be fair, you know, it looks quite impressive. You know what I mean? My scrot has never looked so good. You know what I mean? It looks massive, like I've got a farmyard animal, shall we say? You know what I mean? But a purple. Oh, with 2 little fucking incision marks and then a bit of stitching out.
So what do they actually do? Because I don't understand.
Basically, what they do is they find 2 of the most attractive nurses in the world, put you on a little bed,
Fucking horse then.
Yeah, and then two said extremely attractive nurses that you're being a bit laughy, flirty, nervous with, and then you drop your trousers and then it all goes quiet. And it's not for the fact that I'm packing meat, it's just it went quiet. Yeah, and then they just sit there and make a little decision, go, oh, by the way, when your testicles hasn't descended properly, it's like, oh, thanks for that. And she's pulling on it.
Oh.
She's got her fingers either side of the old boy. She's giving her a good old, it just came down a little bit.
I'm not being funny, but if it hasn't descended since you were, what, 13?
13.
It's not going to descend 27 years later.
She thought she'd give it a little toe, just help it along a little bit, you know what I mean? So she's sitting there, I'm crying by this point.
I can't believe they didn't put you to sleep.
Oh, no.
you'd be under.
They give you a little bit of anaesthetic, right? But the anaesthetic kind of numbs your nutsack and maybe your testicles. I think she jabbed a nut.
But
as
where
well.
she's pulling it, it's up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right up in your guts.
Yeah.
And you're like, and you feel sick and you feel horrible. Anyway, so she's yanking on down. And she went, well, I can't get the tube, so I have to make an incision on the side. So she's gone from the bottom to get one and from the side to get the other one.
Hey, where'd you have this done, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Fucking hell, man, by the sounds of it.
Well, nearly Bridgewater.
Was it a hospital or a doctor's
It's
surgery?
like one of these like doctor surgery sort of things.
Drive
Like,
through, bit like McDonald's.
Yeah, it was like McDonald's. I stopped in for a Big Mac and got a fucking vasectomy, you know what I mean? But, yeah.
Just flop it out on the window, shack.
And the worst thing about it is, once they've done it, you're like still led there going, oh my God, what the fuck's happened? And she shows up with two little pots, a little tube that she just cut out of you.
She's looking at them going, look at this, gross.
She said, would you like to see the tubes we cut out of you? And I'm like,
no.
And the problem is, you're like, yeah, okay. I didn't really hear what she said. And she just showed these two little pots with fucking little bits of fucking about, I don't know, half-inch long a fucking sperm tube. Going, oh, look at that. Yeah, it'd be all right. You know,
yeah,
look at that. Oh, look at it. You know what I mean? We took that out of you, we did. You know what I mean?
Gilo, I've never punched a woman before. But if I was in your situation...
I'd tell you what, Tom, you got to be in... You're so traumatised.
And you're very vulnerable
And
as
you're
well.
because your testicles are still sat there, flayed out there with a little bit of tissue around them. Bit that makes me laugh, right? This is a bit that really got me. Like, you walk in the room, they say, like, take your trousers, like, drop your trousers and that lot. They give you a little square of tissue, and to be fair, I only need a little square of tissue, to cover yourself. And then you lay on the bed, you've got this little bit of square of tissue over the front of you to hide your modesty. First you do, whip that out of the way. Right, here we go, boys, here you go. He sat there, and they're fucking soldering it, and there is no sensation ever experienced by man of smelling the smell of your own bollocks burning.
Mate, I really feel for you.
Oh, I feel for me too.
I want to go home.
So do I.
I've been squirming here.
Problem is, I turned around at the end and went, is it a bit too late to say I don't want this anymore? You know, can we go back? No, you're fucked, mate. And that was her exact words. No, you're fucked, mate.
So, can this be reversed or not?
Supposedly, but I don't think she's like...
Sounds like she's made a bit of an ass job of it.
I think she's just gone in there, but fucking mess her incision there, fucking burn that shit, poke that shit in there, bush! No fucking baby for you, dickhead! You know what I mean? So, obviously, family planning is an important thing, kids. You know what I mean? Just, consider condoms. If you're moaning like fuck when you're banging the missus that condoms are shit, imagine having your testicles cut apart. Oh. You know what I mean? Just a little one there. So, if you don't want your kids, put a little jacket on it. You know what I mean? Just don't sever your nuts.
The way you've described it, it sounds like somebody's trying to saw through a wiring loom with a butter knife.
Yeah. There's a lot of heat going on down there.
My toes hurt.
Yeah.
They've been just curled in my shoes.
Yeah. Imagine living that shit, Tom.
I've never wanted to kiss a grown man just so he feels better.
Oh,
in my
mate.
life.
Let's try it, Shoz.
It's always a weird episode when you two we have some weird episodes when you fuckers say the biscuit.
But yeah, no, it's a great thing to do.
Well
The look you
done,
just
because there is I don't know of many people that would willingly go in and have that done. So props to you, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It must have taken a lot and took a lot out of you as well.
Stolen your manhood.
Tom, how's your week been, mate?
Well, so it wasn't actually this week, but the week before, I sent a voice note to Reg when I was driving home just to sort of explain what had been going on. So where I work, they've got a conveyor glue booth, basically. It's used for paint, it should be used for paint, but where I work, they use it for glue. So I got a call out to it, because I'm a maintenance engineer, I got a call out to it saying that there was no pressure in the tank, so that there was no glue going from the tank to the spray gun. So I went over, and I'd been back and forth 7-8 times, where I just could not get the fucking pressure to build up in the tank.
Should have asked Reggie, certified.
YouTube certified.
Yeah.
So I
Scumbag.
He's probably got more qualifications in it than I have, because I got fuck all. Why they
You know what you're doing.
I was the only one in the application that could hold a spanner in the right way, and they just went, jobs on. So I was back and forth about 7-8 times, couldn't get the fucking pressure sorted. So my colleague come over and said, I'll give you a hand, I will manually turn the pressure on from the other side. That didn't work. So he said, right, take the pipe out of the tank, put an air gun up into the pipe and blow the air through just to see if there's an airlock or anything like that.
Feels like what happened to me, actually.
Take the pipe out.
Take the pipe out. Take an air on you.
2 inches of pipe out at you. So I thought, good, spot on. Went and so we use push fittings. So literally, I pushed it down, and I'm not going to lie. Everyone in here agree. I'm a little bit special. So
in a beautiful way.
Like Rain Man.
Yeah. But without the intelligence.
Way out.
Way out of it. You look like it, though.
So I pushed the push fitting down. If you hear air escaping, you'd think, I probably shouldn't pull this out. So I pushed down and just fucking yanked the cunt out.
Oh,
good lad. That's
Bearing
what I
in
see.
mind,
Full
right,
send. Go on.
So there was no pressure in the tank. So I'd whacked the pressure gauge right up. And
it turned out there was plenty in the tank.
It turned out it turned out that the one time that I didn't turn the air off, I pulled the fucking thing out and the pressure had built in the tank. So I just yanked the fucking thing out, and I had about 35 psi of industrialized glue blast me in the face. Luckily,
yes, Daddy.
This is the first and only time I've ever been glad I wear glasses, because if it had gone in my eyes, I'd have gone fucking blind.
yeah, because I bet that's some evil shit.
Is it hot or is it cold?
No, it's cold glue, luckily, because if it was hot again, I'd have... I'm fucking...
You look like Cy Weston.
I'm already ugly. I'm already ugly, but I don't need to look like a fucking Burns victim. So this all went off in me fucking face. And I fucking straight away was just like, but trouble is as well with me, with like my, not to bang on about mental health, but with my issues, the first reaction for me for anything like that is just pure anger. Like,
no, it's got nothing to do with mental health, mate. It's been a fitter. That's what happened. You know what I mean? I do it the same at work.
Like,
something going bang. Get the hammer! Get the fucking hammer now!
So I just fucking... I mean, you all know, glasses ain't fucking cheap. So the first thing that I do is pull my glasses off and yeet
Oh, you must
across the fucking room. I'm there like, for fuck's sake, there's people laughing because they haven't seen me. So they're laughing because this fucking glue is mushroom clouded like fucking Chernobyl up to the fucking ceiling.
Chernobyl of Britstick, like.
Fucking, I mean, it's a good like fucking Hinkley Points there, so we're all used to seeing mushroom clouds, isn't it? Fuck me.
So, like, with the glasses stuck your arm, you're like, nah, fuck.
Well, luckily it hadn't dried yet.
Oh, right.
So I fucking pulled them off. Yeet, they've gone. I'm fucked right off. Bless her, this lovely woman at work was like, oh, fuck, I need to help him. So she grabbed me toilet roll. And I was like, that'll stick to me face, you silly bitch. Like I say...
Where's Tom fancy dressed as a mummy?
She is like...
Look at him paper mache in his face.
she is the nicest woman in the world. And I went, stick to my face, you fucking idiot. And I carried on and I went to the toilet and this
Traumatising old Doris.
Yeah,
you know
fuck me. And this chap come up, one of the first aiders come in, and he was there like, oh mate, what can I do to help? Like, what can I do? And I said,
You should know!
he was just like, do you want me to get some eye wash? I was like, no, I wear glasses, it's fine. I'm not blind, it's all right. And he went, okay. He said, well, there's nothing in the toilet for me to get it off because it's still gone under my glasses, like into my eyelashes and shit.
Yeah.
So first thing I'm going for is cleaning my eyes out. And he goes, I'll get you some. He's gone. So I'm in there fucking just trying to get this good. He comes in with 2 fucking scouring pads.
Oh!
There was,
mental?
So
So a shout the company out, Tom?
So I there was nothing else I could do. So I just loaded the scouring pad up with fucking washing liquid, like
Lube it
washing
up a
liquid,
bit, yeah.
soap and hot water. I haven't got a photo. I'll post a photo of what I looked like after.
It's hilarious.
Because you've seen it.
I have seen it.
But I just went fucking full send on my face with a scouring pad. And it had gone in the fringe of my hair as well. Now, I'm getting married in May.
Did you style it out?
I tried, but my hand got stuck.
Went for the full Arthur Shelby, like.
I look like fucking, what's her name in... There's something about Mary. Oh, I love hair gel. So I'm getting married in May.
Oh.
So I'm panicking, like for me, I don't give a fuck. If I shave my head, I shave my head.
Yeah, but it's for her, yeah.
So I ring my missus and I just go, look, pre-warning, I'm going to have to shave my head because I can't, I've got glasses. I can't see the top of my own fucking head though. So everyone's just going, oh mate, it's awful. You've got it fucking everywhere. We've got clippers in the workshop. So I had them in my hand.
Go on, my son.
And my missus was there going, you fucking aren't.
Go on, son.
And I said, but I've got to. Like, it says it's in my fucking hair. She said, if you shave your fucking head, no marriage.
I would have shaved my head. I would have called her out.
I'll let you know after the honeymoon whether I should have shaved my fucking head.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
my
I
God.
did, and then luckily someone who has a bit of sense about him in Bridgewater, which is, trust me, fucking hard to find.
Obviously, wouldn't have fucking cut my bollocks off. You know what I mean?
They walked in and said, it ain't that bad, just go home, have a shower. So I went home and had a shower, managed to get it all out of my hair. I was wearing I didn't have my work fleece on, I only had my t-shirt on. So it was all lodged in the fucking arm hairs and I couldn't get it out. So, I'll show everybody here, but no one else can see it. I've had to shave my arm.
You look like
I tell you what.
swimmers.
Look at that.
you look like a dolphin.
So at least fucking now Manscaped has got a fucking thing because I didn't cut my arms like I cut my bollocks. But apart from that, I've had a fucking blinder. It's been great.
So was it water-based glue or solvent-based
So
glue?
it's water-based glue, but it's
so-
one of those that as soon as it hits sort of like
Solid.
the air,
Yeah.
it dries out straight up.
Yeah.
So it hit my fucking face. And as I've walked, I've had a breeze of air because I don't walk at a fast fucking pace, but
Yeah, just soon
Fast
as
enough.
As soon as it's exposed to the atmosphere, it starts drying.
yeah. So when I'm cleaning my eyes out, I've done a wipe of my eyes and they've stuck together, and straight away I just went, oh, I'm blind.
Now, I know when anyone says this phrase, people always think they're racist. Now, I didn't mean to sound racist, but the picture you sent of me, and you'd obviously wiped your eyes that way, hadn't you? I thought you looked. I thought you'd had an allergic reaction or you were Chinese. Because he's like, oh, he's done that, and he's like, pulled his eyes like out, and I was like, see what I mean? You see what I mean?
There you go.
Look like the cum monster.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
I look like fucking Riley Reid when I'd been to a bukkake party. Except I didn't get paid the fucking 700 quid for the day's work she did. I just got jizzed on and then I got told, go home and wash it out. Get out of my sight. Apart from that, working week was really good. Yeah, cheers.
If anyone knew the company that you worked for, they would not buy the product they
Fuck
sell.
me. Not for the price of them, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Bless him.
Marlon, it's going to be hard to top that one. How was your week, mate?
Yeah, it's all right. I done things.
What have you been doing?
The Renault runs.
Have you?
Hey,
Was that
thanks.
after me giving you a bollocking yesterday? You're like, fuck Reg, and stupid fucking little comments.
No, it was nice this morning, so I got up early. I then had a little nap, and then she went out. So I was like, right, what am I going to do? I either
started
play
well,
on the
didn't
it? Yeah, it's
Xbox
alright.
or we go outside and fix a Clio. I was like, wow, I fix a Clio.
So you didn't like in the
That
morning
was a
wank
cunt.
about it. You didn't sort of like, oh, Mrs. fucked off. Is that one off the wrist? And that while I'm there.
I didn't think of that.
That's what you got to do.
I've never known someone wake up and their first initial thought is, I'm going to go for a nap.
Wow.
It's impressive. I'm not, this isn't me begrudging it. It's fucking impressive.
I got up at like 9ish, which is like early for me.
That is early.
Went downstairs, looked at the TV and was like,
He's incredible, isn't he? It's like a superhuman power, the man that can sleep this much.
He's awesome, isn't he? He's awesome.
I am feeling a little bit tired because I didn't get my afternoon nap either.
Oh my God.
Come here, love. Come and nestle in me bosom, look.
30
You know what
has
I mean?
hit you hard.
Yeah. So I fixed Clio, then I fixed the Thundercat. That has 4 cylinders again now.
Ooh la la.
I didn't touch the Escort because it's a piece of shit.
Whoa. Don't
It's
be
just
like that.
Yeah, I'll
It's
get
not a
round
piece
to
of
it.
shit. She's a project. You know what I mean? You build up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this afternoon, I spent 3 hours in the travel agents.
Oh.
Let's go.
Now, just before you get started, Marlon, on your tale, I swear to God, he is the only man I know who still goes to a fucking travel agent under the age of 60.
I did feel like a grown-up going in there.
Is it your
Grown
first?
up? You should have felt like a fucking pensioner, mate.
Is it your first time going actually into it?
Yeah.
It's fucking different, isn't it?
Weird, isn't it?
She does it all,
She
doesn't she?
usually does it all.
Yeah.
And then she just, oh, you owe me this much. Okay, there you go. But yeah, because it's technically my holiday because we're going, no Prep King, going to watch some racing. And I just want to do Texas as a whole.
What, you're going to watch drag race and stuff?
Yeah.
What, RuPaul?
Yeah. This one has big tires on it.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I have double checked.
Women have penises. Penis.
What a sweet Mary!
So I made the woman change where we were going about 5 times before I decided I didn't like any of her ideas. I'm going to do it myself.
Oh shit! Oh, so you binned it all off.
Chief's going back in on Monday
To
'cause
apologise.
So basically, we wanted to do like 7 days in Dallas and 7 days in Austin or something like that.
Austin.
Oh, Austin.
Austin. Well, they call Austin. They call it vegan Texas. That's what they said on John Rogan the other day.
So what we're actually doing now is we're doing 3 days in Dallas, 2 days in Ennis, where the racing is, then driving to Houston,
Oh god.
then down to what's the one a bit further down?
Mate, you're
That
asking
sounds a
them
bit
wrong.
Latina.
Oh.
El Paso.
Not quite that far.
New Mexico.
Not quite that far. Fuck, what's it called? I've literally been looking at it all day.
Sounds a bit Latina.
Yeah.
Look at what I've done to this podcast. Spain, all right, papi.
Spain, that's in Italy, isn't it?
It's just off the coast of the Falklands, mate. I think you'll find.
San Antonio.
Oh,
Yeah, because I want to go see the Alamo.
Oh, the Alamo, Battle of
yeah.
Alamo. That was the Mexicans versus the.
I'm not really sure. I need to watch the thing again.
I don't fucking know.
And then we're going to Houston, and then either flying home from Houston.
Houston. Austin.
Yeah, so Dallas, Austin,
Oh God, alive.
San Antonio, Houston, and then home.
This is in the USA, yeah.
In Texas.
Oh, it sounds like a sick holiday you got planned, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a busy
Totally.
boy. What are you driving? You say doing some driving?
Yeah, so we're going to drive
Or
because
what are
it's
you?
not that far.
I don't care where you're going. What are you renting to drive?
Super Jew.
On the forum, I've got V8 Shag. I want a Camaro, a Challenger, that kind of thing.
Oh, nice. Got to be a V8.
Gotta be a
Do you
V8.
know what? It's got to be a Super Duty if I was going out there.
Or
Big fucking Ford
Trucks are like
F350.
double the price.
Yeah, no.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't
Really?
know why.
I was just saying to you the other day when I'm going to hire a truck when I get out to Miami, and I'm looking at having an F250 6.7 power stroke.
Nice.
Because I refuse to look like a tourist while I'm over there.
Yeah,
I wanna
fucking
be,
straight, son.
I'm not having no little 4-pot fucking.
You just got to try and grow a beard
just
between now
going
and then.
absolute. It's so mean.
Do you want to borrow mine for the week?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm just gonna go full send over there. F250, I'll be balling.
Oh, mate, I can see you fucking.
But
set
like you
up
say,
those-
it's not fucking cheap. Like not cheap.
Chief was like, "Oh yeah, we'll just get like a Hyundai or something." I'm not going all the way to America to drive a fucking Korean car.
No, yeah, exactly. And also, yeah, you wouldn't want to do that in Detroit, would you? Ooh, no,
No,
Not that we're
I
going
don't.
to
I just
Detroit.
want a V8 Shag.
yeah.
VH.
My cousin's just bought a house in Texas.
Are they?
Well, they're in the process of buying a house.
Is it Houston or Austin?
You just said process, and you just said Houston and Austin. I'm gonna fucking cry in a minute.
Is it Fort Worth?
Fort Worth.
Fort
In
Worth.
Northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he used to be a Marine, and he started. Have you watched? What's the fucking yachting program?
Oh, below deck.
Below Deck.
Oh, I'm well versed on below
Do you
deck.
know what? Do you know what? I nearly said Howard's Way then. Shows how old I am, innit?
I have no idea
don't
what
know.
that is.
Howard's Way. Oh no, you are fucking embryos. A lot of you. Aren't you? Carry on. Ignore the old fucker in the corner.
drinking your tea. So he wasn't on below deck. I'd really big that up as if he was one of the English cunts on below the deck. But
Most of the English cunts on there are cunts, so that's good.
But he worked on yachts and all that sort of stuff. And he met a really nice, lovely American girl called Hayley. She's brilliant. She came over for a week. From Wolverhampton, yeah. And he was messaging me and said, cheap holiday, mate. He said, you've got somewhere to stay.
Oh, nice.
So he's coming back over for a month while he sorts his visa and his house out. But just sort of going off on that is, have you seen the fucking comparison of house prices?
That's amazing, isn't it?
No, tell me.
Terrifying. So my cousin's bought a...
Sorry to interject. It is kind of... A house in New York is going to be fucking,
100%.
Very expensive, but in general, house prices are...
It's because they're made out of fucking paper mache over there.
Yeah, but you've got to think, the amount of land they got over there.
This is what I mean. Land isn't a commodity over there.
It's so cheap.
It is so
You know
cheap.
what I mean?
What's the thing? So my cousin's bought a fully detached 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house for 400,000.
Fuck.
And it's massive.
Is that USD?
Yeah.
So that was about 350-ish.
350.
Yeah.
But you think that's fully detached, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, massive garage.
And I bet it's got a fucking yard, a backyard, a front yard, and a porch.
It's massive.
Has
it got one of those massive air conditioners?
Holy shit! Oh yeah, no. When you say
Wow.
4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, a lot of people are
Oh
thinking.
no, that's like 4 bedroom as in like 4
Masters,
queen, massive, humongous motherfucking size.
that thing is
bedrooms.
monstrous.
I'm looking forward to when he's moved in. Cause
Yeah,
he
I
said
can't wait to go over there and stay as well.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, man.
He said just pay for the flights. He said, and you can stay here. He said, we'll drive you about everywhere.
Fucking doghouse on tour, and boys, let's go.
Yep.
We'll take the pub call to America.
They wouldn't know what fucking is.
Tell me something your mother don't know.
Yeah, anyway, sorry to interrupt, Karen.
So that's what. It's all good. You reckon you're going to be sorted by what, next week?
Yeah, I reckon everything will be booked by next week.
Job on when you go in October.
End of October.
Nice. And on 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, 14 nights.
Oof, yeah, that's big styly. Get on, Marlon. That's fucking sick, man.
Well, we have been waiting like 3 years to do it. Fuck COVID.
Yeah, it's the third time you've been to America, innit? This will be
Second.
Oh, I thought you were even. Are you not in Florida once?
Only for yeah.
Oh right. Oh, sorry, my mistake. That's gonna be sick, man.
It's very exciting.
Very excited.
Does that mean we can start calling you Billy Bob at one point?
Billy Bob Marlon?
Billy Bob Marlon.
He's what out? So let's have it right, Marlon. What are you buying when you're out there that you've already told me about?
Loads of stuff.
No,
I'm going specifically. I need some new cowboy boots.
Right.
New cowboy boots. Let's just put that in there.
There's a shop
Stetson.
I want to go to in San Antonio.
Yeah.
That specialise in Stetson hats, and they custom fit them to your face.
It's steamed to his
Steamed
fucking head.
hats.
Do you know what? I really want to go to America. I got like a list of places I want to go. Iceland being one of them. I've decided I'm going to drive around fucking Iceland.
Read more.
It's only in Yeovil, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, that's only Yeovil. It's fine.
Have a drive around Iceland.
Because mum's good at fucking Iceland, doesn't like Iceland, but I'd love to do like Canada and America. Just fucking just fuck work off and just go for a year, just driving around.
Yes.
Big old fucking overlander camper that I fucking love to buy. When mate mine's doing one up at the moment. It's an old HX fucking man truck. You know, the newer shaped army trucks.
Oh yeah. I know exactly the ones you're on about.
Yeah, he's got one of them. Basically put a container on the back and
They're
built a house on the back.
sick.
And he said, you can go fucking anywhere at 50 mile an hour. He said, uphill, down, 50 mile an hour. That's all you've got. But yeah, he's decided he's packed his job in.
You're going to
know
go full fucking, wasn't it, Hunter S. Thompson? You're going to go Gilo's Fear and Loathing in the USA. A fucking suitcase full of hallucinogens.
Oh, yeah.
And a Mexican lawyer.
Fucking right. I want to get a fag, little sort of like fag extender and a fucking Panama hat.
That's it, in the old floral shirt.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm turning myself on.
Don't do that, it'll hurt.
Yeah, true shit. Fucking thought
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
shit. What about Morning Wood? Is that like,
Fortunately, it's all too swollen at the moment. So,
so don't even.
It twitched a bit this morning and I knew about it. Stop it! It was like, no. And I thought of various things and I kept thinking of Marlon and then Tom. And then that was it. Doing, you know what I mean? And that was the end of it, you know what I mean? And then Red showed up. You know what I mean?
Why do I fucking do this to myself?
Right, Reg, how's your week been?
Mate, pretty chill. Not too much going on. I was pretty bored today, like real bored. So I spent 40 minutes watching a documentary on the rise and fall of the Sony mini disc.
Hang on a minute, Marlon's fucking day of waking up. Oh, I want a nap. Sounds way more exciting than that.
I'll tell you what, it was proper emotional.
I was one of the blokes that bought. I was one of those blokes that bought a Sony mini disc player.
What? I haven't watched it. Why the fuck didn't it work?
I don't know.
It was such a genius.
It was awesome.
Format.
Awesome piece of kit.
I was watching. I was so intrigued. I watched like 5 minutes of it. 'Cause it was just auto played after something else I was watching about cars, and I was like, "Why did this come up in the algorithm? It thinks I'm going to watch this." 5 minutes in, I'm like, "Tell me fucking more!" They made a 120 megabyte version.
No, they were fucking awesome, mate.
Oh, it was
Well, funny, you can record anything, and it was absolutely crystal fucking clear.
That's the thing.
And not be funny, the old record cars that I had back in the day, you're chucking fucking shit all over the fucking place. It's great. Slam them in like an 8-track, and away you went. It was awesome.
Honestly, have you got one, Marlon?
No.
Do you?
Not yet.
I think what you should. Honestly, having watched this video, I'm enthralled. I'm going to get one. I'm going to make it. It's just genius. Why the fuck didn't they take off? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's because they were about for like 20 years, but they never really got anywhere. Apparently, they're big in Japan. Like I'm big in Japan.
We're all big in fucking Japan, mate.
Massive. Well, yeah, they just never really took off. And then, of course, the iPod came out, and that was the death of it. And it was proper emotional. And they were like, and then they discontinued the mini disc. I was like, I'll put a funny video on this too much. Yeah, so
I love weird YouTube documentaries.
Mate.
Great, isn't it?
You just
Honestly.
get lost for hours and hours on fucking Soviet planes which never really existed, and
Concordsky. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'll do a whole episode on like crazy fucking shit like that. Other than that, Mrs. was away last night, so I wanked myself stupid all night and this morning. And
What was it like, Reg? Because I've forgotten. It's been a while.
It's great, mate. Yeah. I'm going to have to invest in a flashlight because Snaker's review of it is, apparently it's the best thing since sliced bread. He said, "Treat yourselves, young kings." So that's what I might have to do. What's that Amazon package? Oh, just some car bits. Scurry it all.
Aren't they disguised to look like a flashlight, though?
Yeah,
flashlight.
Yeah, flashlight. Some of them look like salt and pepper grinders.
So
They're fucking
technically,
weird.
if it comes through the fucking door and she goes, "What's that Amazon package?" You go, "It's a flashlight." You should go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's a really powerful flashlight for doing this.
Really
yeah.
powerful at all. Huh?
So yeah, I did that, and I went to take a piss this morning. And it came out at a 90-degree angle, and I pissed just straight on the wall. And I was half asleep. And it took me a good 30 seconds to realise.
Can I this sort of brings a question from me is we're all men here, as far as I'm aware.
Charlie, not so much.
No, not anymore. Not anymore, I'm not.
So when you've got a fucking piss stream and it separates off into fucking two ways or whatever,
Yeah.
what do you stop?
No, you
sort
squeeze.
it.
Squeeze the end.
Yeah,
Do you know,
squeeze.
I don't
Squeeze the
squeeze.
end.
I just fucking push it out and see if I can break the barrier. But it's become a fear of mine now that I won't piss in one of the urinals at work because I'm worried.
Well, just stand between the two and just fucking go that way.
I get a bit worried, yeah, but then if I don't and it's not a problem, I'm just pissing at the wall. But
you roll the dice, son, innit? You know what I mean?
But like,
Or Pavlov and Stavros stood next to you, like both getting it on their shoes.
right. But if I haven't, if the missus had given it up for like a week or two or something like that,
Giving it up.
I'm a bit worried that I've seen a boob on a calendar or something like that, and I've had a bit of an exciting moment. I've gone for a piss, and it's fucking
There's nothing worse than trying to
sealed
piss
the
with
barrier.
It was the way you were just like, I gotta break the barrier. I just Mr.
Like the
Gorbachev,
fucking-
bring down this wall.
They're breaking down the fucking wall. I feel a bit weird now because all of you are like, yeah, you squeeze the end of it, all three of you unanimously, and I'm there like, oh, well, I just fucking squeeze every abdominal muscle I've got.
The thing is, when you do that, if you don't
It doesn't work.
break the divider, it just fucking goes everywhere. Like I found, I just
or you shit yourself.
like yeah.
Pushing too hard, like.
Right?
But yeah, I just wasn't paying attention, and I just started pissing. I heard this like noise. It doesn't sound like water going in the toilet. I sort of like looked round, and I was like, "Oh my fuck, shit!
Not again!"
It was the fact that it came out like a perfect 90 degree, just like just whoop straight off the side. I was, oh fuck me.
Get a set square out, measure it.
At least you reacted and went, "Oh shit!" Whereas I just go, "Challenge accepted."
I just do it and turn 90 degrees again onto the toilet.
No, I just stand there and go, "Right, I've got to break through this." And I go full force to try and break it without having to stop pissing.
Oh, if I'd have been more adventurous, I would have played Tetris in the toilet and turned myself 90 degrees to the toilet and see if I could work in there.
You know that you turn yourself 90 degrees, and that's when it's going to get sick.
Straight on a towel.
Well, I feel weird now. Okay.
Just make everyone aware, Gilo's making another cup of tea.
Is this your third cup?
It's my third cup, my love.
And what is it? Tea of the week? What is it? By Miles West Country?
Miles West Country tea.
It does look very nice. Like
It is lovely. Hold on.
I also really need a wee, and I don't want to go in your toilet now.
Oh no, it's the upstairs one. Don't worry, it's the ensuite.
No, just because I don't want to piss on the wall.
Oh, that's the men's toilet downstairs. We don't care about that.
And you can smell the piss in there.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's why I want to go.
Oh man. Well, it's been an interesting week for everyone by the sounds of things. Even though none of us have really achieved much.
No.
Other than you've lost some tubes and you gained some glue. You didn't book a holiday. I pissed on the wall.
Day in the life.
Oh, something I did want to bring up quickly. I'll just find the link. When we went to go upload the podcast the other day onto our distribution platform, there was a big little orange banner at the top. And
I saw that as well. I didn't click on it.
Oh,
though.
what is this? Now, Spotify have actually brought out some platform rules. Thank you, Mr. Rogan. Literally because of you. Would you like to read? I've read these, and some of them are quite
Hilarious.
yeah, there's some quite interesting ones on there.
Taurus, what are you saying?
Yeah. Are we going to get cancelled?
So no, we're all right. So content that promotes dangerous, false, or dangerous deceptive medical information that may cause offline harm or poses a direct threat to public health includes, but may not be limited to, asserting that AIDS, COVID-19, cancer, or other serious life-threatening diseases are a hoax or not real.
Oh, of course, the government's not involved in that at all, are they? You know what I mean? No, it's real.
Oh, it gets better than that. Encouraging that the consumption of bleach products will cure various illnesses.
It's worrying that they have to put that in.
Encouraging people to purposely get infected with COVID-19 in order to build immunity to it, e.g. promoting or hosting coronavirus parties.
Well, that's all right, because I purposefully went out and got AIDS so that I could build an immunity to it.
Well, that's it. As you've covered, isn't it? That's what Boris Johnson was doing.
So I got it from.
Jesus Christ.
And we're cancelled.
Content that illicitly promotes the sale of regulated or illegal goods that may or may not be limited to selling endangered species or products derived from an endangered species, selling of illegal drugs, selling of illegal firearms and illegal parts. And then there's a lot about noncy shit. What else was there?
Spotify does not want you to fuck children.
Yeah, literally that. And it's some real fucking just weird stuff on here. But it is promoting investment or financial scams like get rich quick or pyramid schemes, or otherwise encouraging the others to part with money under false pretenses.
Well, that's your merch fuck, then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just some really.
Yeah, we saw the PayPal.
Advocating or glorifying sexual themes related to bestiality or incest.
Well, that's Sammy Rose fuck, then, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That was fucking mean.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Sorry, Sammy Rose ain't joking enough.
Yeah, I just feel we live in a sad world where they have to.
It's the nanny state, mate. It's the nanny state.
Well, I think Spotify have come under a lot of pressure, obviously, after the whole Joe Rogan.
So what actually happened with Joe Rogan?
Well, also basically, Joe Rogan has recently had on. I mean, me and Snaker have spoken about it a bit. They've had a lot of scientists on that are very, very well accredited and very well qualified to talk about the things that they're on about.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
They've been going against the grain on vaccine advice and coronavirus in the world and what the government are putting forward. They've gone against that. And Joe Rogan's had them on and just had a conversation with them, and I find it very enlightening, personally.
Yeah.
Like we said before, we tell everyone to make their own
The
fucking
more you
decisions.
know.
The more you know. Knowledge is power, you know?
That's it.
I mean, there's certain bits of it I didn't agree with.
Which is the one, Dr. Is it Dr. McCall?
Yeah, Peter McCullough, yeah.
Peter McCullough, that's one. Fucking brilliant.
It's a really good podcast.
You know what I mean?
that was, yeah.
And just everything he was saying, obviously, if you haven't heard Joe Rogan, go listen on that one if you listen to any of them.
Yeah.
But what he was saying about the fact that, you know, the face masks are complete bollocks.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a touch transmittable. You know, we're all walking around sort of like, you know, touching, fist pumping, all that's all touch.
Yeah.
You know, so hands,
What we
face,
were doing last
face.
night, that was all touching.
Oh, yeah, it was.
But yeah, I mean, the face mask thing, I think personally, is just to make other people happy.
yeah, really.
It looks like we're doing
It
something.
makes other people feel comfortable, and within reason, I'm kind of okay with that. I used to be not that long ago. I was not fucking wearing a mask anywhere, but if it makes other people feel safe and comfortable, then who am I to take that away from them? So if I have to wear a mask in certain places, I'll fucking wear one. You know,
But I just love it. Like, so you go to Tesco's. Like, I don't wear a mask.
Not now,
It's
no,
fucking-
'cause-
well, one, I haven't got to. Two, it's fucking pointless on my beard. So you walk in and you just watch them. They're sat there, they've got their fucking face mask on, then they got that fucking screen on, and they got the fucking gloves on, and they run away from you. It's phenomenal.
Shag, I don't even wear that when I'm grinding.
Yeah, you can take that any kind of grinding you want. But yeah, you know, and it's just everybody's so fucking paranoid about it. Oh, I'm gonna get it if you come anywhere near me. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I was like, oh, fuck off.
So yeah, I mean, what happened was Rogan had a lot of people like that who were going against the government advice and going against the grain, and you know the word of the party, not towing the party line, basically. And I think some media outlets, I don't want to name no names, but there are a few media outlets that sort of had it in for Joe, because Joe's got a enormous platform, and he has more listeners than these big news outlets, MSNBC, CNN, ABC. He has more listeners than they have viewers.
Yeah.
And they're fucking scared by it.
Did you see the statistics?
No, I did, yeah. It was
So Joe Rogan gets
crazy.
like 19 million listens on his podcast
Fucking
per
hell.
episode on
One day,
average.
mate. One day we'll be there.
One day.
On average, whereas CNN get 1 million.
Yeah.
That's why CNN are
Yeah,
like,
but
fuck
they're all fucking corrupt. Fucking
they are.
government mouthpieces. It's fucking ridiculous.
American media is insane. I mean, I wouldn't say much for the British media, but watching that crap, it's like a fucking circus.
Oh, it's you watch like Fox News. You know what I mean? It's
We're
just
all
like-
doomed.
We're all doomed. I said everything ever happens. Oh, we're all doomed, and it's just. But the problem is, British media is now starting to follow the American media style.
yeah.
and it's
Or
shit.
the Daily Mail's one of it. Isn't
That's
it?
it. You know what I mean? And it's you know, back in the day, you know, when you were a kid, you watched the BBC News, but like your parents watched the BBC News because it was completely impartial.
Yeah.
Now it's no fucking better than anything else.
No,
you know
it's
what I
really
mean?
not.
You know, Murdoch might as well just come along and fucking buy the BBC and get it
Yeah.
done. You know what I mean?
Have you seen that Bill Burr does a bit in his stand-up, and it's about American media. It's like he said, "Oh, when you're watching the news, and it's just absolute mindless shit, isn't it? It's all just mindless fucking bars. Like, yeah, he's your best friend, but what does your dog really think about you?" It's nonsense. So I'm getting off track again. So. Oh, they tried to bring him down and say that he was promoting misinformation, and he's dangerous, and look at all these people he's having on, and it's all lies that they're saying. And they tried to get a load of people to say, "Oh, this bloke that actually helped invent the vaccine, of which the coronavirus vaccine is based on. Oh, he doesn't know
shit.
He don't know what he's talking about. He's mad. He's mad, man."
McCulloch was even saying on the podcast, he goes, "Yes, I've took the vaccine. But I don't believe in it, if you see what
I don't believe in certain people and certain age groups having it.
The thing that he was saying, which I think really rang true with me, is a vaccine is, I can offer you a vaccine. That's the whole thing.
Yes.
And then there's no
forced mandates.
Yeah, forced mandate. That's the one.
I do not have. I think that's it's an overreach of state. It really is. Who are you to force?
Yeah.
So decide what I put in my body? It's insanity.
But there's actually laws saying that they cannot make us.
Yeah,
the vaccine.
luckily in this country we're fortunate enough to have that. But I know that I think it's France and Spain, is it? They've got in a lot of countries in Europe, they've got vaccine mandates now. You have to have it. If you don't have it, they make your life incredibly fucking difficult. and it's crazy.
It's like I haven't had my booster, right?
No, I haven't
No,
either.
me neither.
No.
And I'm getting a text message a day
Yes, so am I.
saying, you are entitled to a booster. Why do I want a booster?
Oh, hi there, Mr. Reg. I see you've not had your booster. Get on down quick. They're going quick.
I've had about 3 letters.
Letters?
Oh, you get letters now.
Yeah,
look,
I
I
ain't
just get
got, I
text.
ain't got a text.
No,
and you?
I've had a few texts.
I just
But
keep
it's
getting
down
fucking
to everyone's personal preference. Me personally, I got my 2 to travel,
Yeah,
and
that's it.
I can travel with 2, and I can do everything that anyone else can do with 2. I'm not going to go into what I know of, like, little personal stories and sort of secondhand information of people that have had the 3rd vaccine, because I don't see the point in it. It's just spreading more.
Well, that's it.
bollocks,
But obviously, we've all heard.
Everyone's heard the fucking stories.
I've seen some. Well, I'm not going to go into it, but
Yeah.
It's
Goes without
brought
saying,
on.
really, doesn't it?
It is brought on other things, and but yeah, at the end of the day, I did enough so I could. So I obviously could go if I wanted to go, like, say, a shooting show, or if I wanted to go, because I wanted to go to Comic-Con in London.
Yeah.
So I got me double jabs, and that was me done. Away we go, But it's the problem is they always said as well with the virus, the more it mutates, the weaker it gets.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
I've said that from the fucking start.
Yeah,
Everyone
and
was
yes.
like, you don't know anything about viruses, Reg. I was like, actually, I know
No,
quite a lot
they do.
about
They do.
fucking
Every time
viruses.
it doesn't
YouTube
matter.
certified.
People will never guess what I do for work.
Assassin by day, virologist by night. You know what I mean?
Sling crap, bitch.
Sort of going back onto the news places and Joe Rogan. Did you see what they then tried to do after?
Yeah, that's just what I was about to get onto.
Everybody fucking rallied to the news sort of places rallied behind
bring him down.
Oh, fucking Joe Rogan's creating misinformation with all these COVID negative doctors and all this sort of shit. They realised, actually, Joe's got a really massive following that are all going, you fucking idiots. So someone has gone through, I don't know how many episodes he's got, but it's in the thousands.
He's got nearly 1,800 podcasts, and his podcasts on average are 3 hours long. So that's a lot of
content.
fucking content and conversation.
So some poor fucker has been told by his boss, I need you to sit through 10,000 hours of Joe Rogan podcasts and find out every time he's used a racial slur.
Yeah.
And they've created a YouTube video compilation of Joe Rogan using the N-word, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the N-word, yeah.
And it's fucking ridiculous because every time he's used it, almost every time he's used it, has been in like a comedy-based sense.
In context.
But with a black guest or something like that.
He did. Did you see the Instagram video? He did sort of.
Yeah, and he had to explain it.
Explain it and apologise. And what his saying was, look, this was quite a few years ago that I'd said these things, and he said, I thought when you were quoting somebody else who had said it, generally speaking, a black comedian or a black guy that said it, I was quoting what they were saying. I thought that was okay. And he says, and I now realise that it's not okay. And I was kind of hoping this would sort of die away and people would forget. But obviously this has been dragged to the forefront of media attention, and I've been dragged into the limelight and been held accountable for it. And he says, I think that's a good thing and I should answer for what I've said. And he says, I am embarrassed. I am sorry. He was like, and then he sort of went on to say that it was interesting that it's just that one word, the one word that white people can't say and black people can. He says, I'm not, questioning that at all. He says, I find it so interesting that that's the case. And all the comedian, all his comedian community, the UFC community have all rallied around him and been like, he's real. Fuck everyone else. Joe, you keep doing you.
I was going to say, I'm a massive, massive UFC fan.
You saw the press conference that I
with
saw.
Israel Adesanya.
Yes.
So he's fighting tonight to defend his championship belt. And in one of the interviews, or the pre-fight press conference, one of the journalists had said, "Oh, what's your opinions on all this Joe Rogan stuff?"
He put that to fucking Dana White, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Dana walked off stage like a fucking bitch
Dana White's a cunt.
because he doesn't want to get involved in the drama. And I'm like, no, actually, Joe was your fucking commentator, and a lot of people watch that UFC for Joe's commentary.
100%.
And Dana walked off stage, and I think, you fucking little bitch.
But when
He is a little bitch.
He is a bitch. He's the most unlikable fucking bloke out there.
But what I really liked is that I mean, apart from being a fucking unbelievable fighter, Israel Adesanya turned around and said, look, there's a lot of cunts. His exact words was, there's a lot of cunts in this game. He said, and Joe Rogan isn't one of those cunts. He said, Joe Rogan is one of the nicest people in this industry that you'll ever meet, and fuck everyone that thinks he's any
Fair
different.
shout.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya is the blackest man I've ever seen. And if he turns around and says that, everybody should just go, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger, and just leave.
That's what I think. You know, if you've got people like that saying it, then I think everyone should back him. And I think he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. He is 10 times the podcaster as we'll ever be. But
Don't do yourself down, boo.
Don't do yourself down, sweetheart.
well, it's a totally different format of podcast.
Going back to it, it's all those fucking Karens of the world and all those fucking pricks that were doing fucking defending the Black Lives Matter and like what have you, what the White Knights is.
White Knights, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's all them who go, oh my God, you can't say that. It's like, fuck off.
Well, we know you can't say that.
Yeah.
Joe knows now you can't say that. But bringing things up from all these years ago isn't going to change the fact that he said them and that he now doesn't say them. He knows it's wrong now. But the thing is, no one was fucking outraged.
No
one was outraged about what Joe said. Really, there may well have been, but no one fucking cared. It was the media fucking shitstorm. They were trying to railroad him.
They weren't conspiring against someone, were they? Not again.
no.
And this is it. And no one cared. And they really thought everyone was going to get so triggered, and all these SJWs and screechy hair fuckers, and no one cared. No one cared. All he got was support and love.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. I tell you what did make me laugh. You know Tom Segura, the comedian.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of Joe Rogan's, and there was a bit of a trend going around on Instagram where all the comedians were putting up pictures of them with Joe, saying like me and my best mate Joe, and like me, and this is the time Joe Rogan. This was Lex Friedman. He said this is the day Joe Rogan gave me his favorite watch on the podcast because he didn't like the watch I was wearing and stuff like this. Anyway, Tom Segura put a picture up of himself, Joe Rogan, and Dave Chappelle, and he said, me, Joe, and a black. I thought that was so apt. It was fantastic. And this is the thing, Joe is buying he's bought a fucking comedy store in Austin.
He was doing a comedy tour with Dave Chappelle.
He's bought it with Dave Chappelle. Yeah. They've gone in as partners. So, trying to brand him
Hopefully
as a racist is fucking hilarious.
But it's like Dave Chappelle. There's another one, right?
Well, he got, they were really trying to.
Oh yeah. But it's like, have you watched him on his new one on?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And they were sort of saying how he's like transgender phobic and this, that, and everything else. And then he told a story, really, really moving story.
It was a really moving story. I highly recommend anyone to listen to watch his new special on Netflix.
Brilliant, absolutely phenomenal. And I've never really took the Dave Chappelle. And it was again a situation just sort of like it came on after something else had finished. And I sat there and watched it all, and I was fucking laughing, I was crying, go through all the emotions with it. And there's a story at the end where there was sort of, everybody's been going, oh, he's transgender phobic. And then he was told a story about this transgender woman, obviously man or woman, who wanted to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And how she was, she was at all his shows and they got on really well. And then she went up on stage and bombed massively. But she laughed her way through it, you know what I mean? And it was all sort of intertwined with depression and stuff like that. And how she was the loudest laugher, you know what I mean? Just thought everything was hilarious all the way through. And then one day she wasn't there.
Yeah.
And it was just that bit he dropped at the end. And it was so fuck, you know what I mean? And it was just a brilliant...
It was a brilliant way to...
I've done it no justice. You want to sit there and watch it?
It was a brilliant way to take on all the people saying that, they had a walkout at Netflix, didn't they? Because Netflix signed him for another special, and all these, liberal fucks.
Fucking white knight
Screechy
fucks.
motherfuckers.
That's the ones.
Blue-haired bastards were there. They said they walked out of Netflix, said, we will not work for you if you sign him for another special. And I think that special really addressed everything that he was accused of, and also disbanded all these myths and sort of things that have been blown up in the media.
Yeah.
Can we buy like a little island somewhere, preferably like on the moon?
What we can say, what we want, do what we want.
No, we put all the screechy people there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And take all their helmets off.
Yeah.
I'd like to send these people, because most of them are like, oh, socialism, we need socialism and all that. I'd love to send them back to 1930s Russia.
Half they cunts can't even spell socialism.
We need socialism. All right, yeah, get in the breadline, Shag.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck 'em.
But it's just like, problem is everybody's got most of the people that are fucking shouting their mouths off don't know the facts. Don't know the facts.
And we make it quite clear
why
that
would you
we
want to
don't
get
really
involved in
understand
something
anything
that
we're on,
doesn't really affect you? That
Because
doesn't.
they-
It's not.
yeah.
because they
it's
have
not anything to fucking
but-
do
because
with
they
you.
have nothing better to do.
That's it.
That's the problem. They have nothing better to do with their lives, and they feel like they have this sort of emptiness where they haven't achieved fuck all in their life. You won't find. It's rare that you'll find somebody who's very accomplished in their field, or even somebody that's just getting on well in life, or just has a decent job and is happy with what they're doing. You won't find somebody like that down the street marching about some Netflix special that's coming out where somebody 10 years ago said something that was a little bit off color. You know, I think that's where it stems from. I think it's sort of
the problem is we've lost that one thing, common sense.
that's the
I
thing
was
about
going to
common
get corporal
sense.
punishment.
Well, I'm with you on that too. But you know, problem is everybody feels so fucking entitled. This is a conversation I had with my daughter. I'll take me and her were just having a bit of a laugh, and when she goes, "That's it, I've cancelled you," and I did a little cross, and then she went, "I've crossed you out," and I'd never seen that before. And I thought, "Where did you get that from then?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I sort of said, it kind of went from being laughy joke to all of a sudden deadly serious. I said, "What makes you think that you can do that?"
You can just say you're cancelled.
She went, "Oh, but you know." I'm like, no. Do you genuinely think that if you don't like something you hear, can just go, "I'm cancelling you, I'm not interested"? You know, and she was sort of like, "What do you mean?" I sort of said, "You do know other people have an opinion." Well, she's 14 and whatever. I said, "People have got opinions, and the art of it is to listen to their opinions and have an educated and valid answer back. You know, if you're wrong, admit you're wrong. If if you feel strongly enough about it, you know, fight for what you believe. But you can't just go, I don't know what you said.
I don't know
I'm
what you're
crossing you
saying.
out."
No, I'm not. Your argument is invalid, and you said something that I don't agree with. Therefore,
Yeah,
you are cancelled.
that's it.
That's crazy. And that is not how society works.
No.
We cannot have good discourse in this country and bipartisan conversation and debate with that kind of attitude.
That's it. But it's like as we've alluded to previously in other podcasts we've done. You know, obviously you're Tory, I'm Labour.
Well, I tell you what, I've actually had a.
You ain't gone to Green.
No, I'm nothing.
Natural
anymore.
law part, you know what I mean? With that wizard.
After the tipping point for me was the coronavirus thing and the parties and all this
And
shit. And
space party at my place.
yeah, I've totally lost faith in all government and I want to burn the lot down. I've totally gone against Spotify's rules there, haven't I? I want to
Viva la revolution.
I want Viva la revolution. I want to see it all burn to the fucking ground.
Again, you know what I mean? It's the fact that the leader, the man who represents our country,
Oh,
has resorted to making Savile fucking slur.
yeah, it's like he's literally dug to the bottom of his bag to find out what he's got there, and I'm
He's dug
just
to the bottom of his bag and he's just found his fucking hairpiece again. His bag of talents fucking empty.
I'm so disenfranchised. That's the word. I'm so disenfranchised with government and authority in the last 6 months. I'm just absolutely fucking done with all of it. I talk about politics to a point, but
Politics.
no fucking
Too late, Jack, too late.
all I do is get angry about it. There's nothing good to say about it.
There is
anymore.
At the end of the day, there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, we can, technically.
Well,
We need
Guy
to take
Fawkes
up. No,
got
I'm
shot,
joking.
didn't he?
Yeah.
What?
Guy Fawkes got shot, didn't he? Or imprisoned or something.
Well, you got hung, drawn and quartered, didn't
yeah.
Yeah.
Corporal punishment.
you? Yeah.
Fuck your life!
Go get a rope. Go get a rope. Let's fucking hang Jobo up. Come on.
Right, let's cut to a break. Let's get ourselves some beers and get back straight into the podcast after this. Maybe a bit less political shit. We'll see.
Yeah, no politics.
Right, love you. We'll catch you in 5. Ciao.
Reg, do you know you can get beer delivered?
What? Hang on. You can get beer No, you haven't got to go to a shop.
Haven't got to go to an actual shop and see actual irritating, screechy people.
And how on earth? How on earth would I do this?
So there's this weird fucking website, stock over 350 beers
Yeah.
from all around the world. www.beerhunter.co.uk.
The sponsors of this podcast. Yay! Shout out to our boys there. Yeah, so if you like beer, which I'm assuming 99.9% of you do, head over to www.beerhunter.co.uk. Give them a follow on Instagram if you could. That'd be fucking great. At Beer Hunter UK. And also, do us a massive favour. If you're listening to this, you haven't already posted up an Instagram story. If you could put in at Beer Hunter UK in your story and hashtag up your beer game, it would mean a lot to us and lets them know that you are paying attention to what we're saying and you are obviously going to go over there and buy some fucking beer off them. Also, had a little mooch round up there. They do some awesome gift packs on there. You seen those? Yeah.
The German one is in my basket.
Is it straight in the basket? Ooh. Yeah, they do a German one. They do like a craft, I think like a IPA starter kit as well for the UK, and there's some really good shit on there. Yeah, so if you are on there and you do fancy buying some beer, you could use our discount code at checkout, which is
ITDH. That gives you 10% off your entire order, every single order.
What damn? Yeah, exactly. It lets them know that we sent you there, and it lets us know that you are actually helping this podcast out, and it does help us out, and it helps them out, and it'd be much appreciated, guys. So yeah, shout out to Beer Hunter for sponsoring In The Doghouse, you absolute legends. Hey! Anyone crazy enough to sponsor this podcast deserves your money, guys. If you're going to spend it anywhere, spend it with them. Right, so let's crack into Beer of the Week, coming to you from the aforementioned Beer Hunter UK. I just turned off my mic. Sorry about that. Oh, my phone fell over.
It's not such a bad thing, though, sometimes.
So, Marlon, what have we got for us from Beer Hunter today?
So we got Shipyard American Pale Ale.
American Pale Ale, Portland, Maine, USA.
Smells of growlfruit.
Oh, I'm getting a little...
I'm just going off the label.
It's actually... All right, then, well, without any further ado, Marlon, could you please read the marketing bullshit?
From his family-owned brewery in the heart of Portland, Maine, famed for shipbuilding and ambitious world discovery, Fred Forsley drove the original American craft beer movement. His mission to this day, to take original American craft beer around the world, making it accessible to everyone. It don't really say a lot about the beer, does it?
It does, yeah. If you go to the underneath the American Pale Ale bit, literally next to where it says the little bit that you rode. Road? You rode that. Oh.
American Pale Ale, 4.5%, pale amber, grapefruit and lemon, and it tastes of zesty citrus fruit.
Right then, no clickety because it's in a bottle. So let's find out what we reckon then. Wow! Whoa! Oh, good lord, that's strong. Like not strong alcohol, just strong taste.
Yeah.
Morning.
That is that will wake you up in the morning. That's bitter, isn't it? That is. Well, here's the thing: it's not an IPA. It's an APA. It's an American Pale Ale. So have we had any APAs on before? I think we might have. Maybe I don't remember any, but I don't know. We might have. I don't remember it. But something in the back of my mind is telling me we might well have done. Yeah, very bitter. It's not. I can't taste a lot of lemony citrus vibes going on there.
The aftertaste is very interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten the powder that goes in?
You ever tossed a salad before, boy? Hold my fucking pocket.
Oh, funny enough, that's what Marlon did when he went to Yeovil.
You know the smell of like the Daz powder?
Do you know what? I
Yeah.
was trying to. When I smelt it, I was like, I'm getting some sort of cleaning vibe, kitcheny, something
like bleach.
Yeah, no. Spotify says we're not supposed to drink bleach or promote the drinking of bleach.
No,
don't drink.
Don't drink fucking bleach.
I'd rather drink bleach than that shit.
No.
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
It's too bitter for me. I won't lie.
All I can say is, old Fred Forsley, you should stay fucking pissing around with ships, mate. You know what I mean? Because that is fucking horrendous. I'm sorry, boys. Do you know what? Actually, it's one of those. It's like if you were, I don't know, an older gentleman drinking a bit of mild or something like that, you could drink that. But I could drink it, but
Yeah, it's
not for me. It's not for me, boys. You know what I mean?
Where are we at on it then? Starting with you, Tom.
At 1.
Okay, right. That was Bolton short to the point.
Roger.
I could hear that in my voice as well, couldn't you?
Marlon.
If I was in the desert and the only thing around me was a cactus and a bottle of Shipyard, I'd crack open the cactus to get the juice out of it. Yeah, that's a 1 for me.
Okay.
I don't want to give it a 1 because I feel that's unfair.
Is it?
I feel like a 1's being generous.
So fucking horrible.
Up your big egg.
It's
You choosing the cactus as well?
Yeah. The cactus is looking appealing. I must
I'd
admit.
stick the cactus up my ass.
Just not to not drink it.
Did you say Bear Hunter gave you this?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. It was a 5.
No, it's good to be real so the listeners know we're not
Do you know what?
fucking
I would,
sellouts. We're not selling out.
Yeah, no. Because we don't do halves.
We don't do halves.
We don't do halves.
We should get that on a t-shirt. We don't do halves.
We don't do halves. I'm gonna go 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I think.
I'm on a 2 as well, Jono. I can't give it a 1. It's not that fucking horrendous.
It's not spit it out nasty,
It's
but
very bitter for a pale ale. I think if someone handed you that and said, "Oh, that's a bitter," and you drank it, you'd be like, "Yeah, it's alright. It's bitter. Definitely a bitter." Like,
yeah, flat out bitter.
but it's very bitter for a pale ale. But it's like I say, it's American.
To be
pale
fair,
ale. Maybe that's what they taste.
I would sooner drink the tannin they put on the side of the ship than drink that mine. But you know what I mean? It's
So I think
it's not for me, Josh.
We're 2 2s and 1 1. Are we rounding up or are we rounding down?
What's 1.5, isn't it?
It's not 1.5. We don't do halves.
Don't do halves, Drive. Don't do halves.
Don't do halves around here. Yeah, we'll have to say that from now on. Every time it says, "Do you want a beer, Drive?" Oh, I'll have a Swift half. We don't do fucking halves around here. Dash a line. We don't do fucking cocktails either.
Can I have sex on the beach, please?
Can I have a little bottle in it, please, love?
Are we rounding up or rounding down?
Down.
Okay, round down. It's a 1. Okay, so there you go, everyone. If you think we're fucking sellouts, we're not. 'Cause we're giving this beer and we've said it's crap.
Fuck you like, bing bang.
Going on from that, guys, if you could really please buy some fucking beer from them so we don't get dropped. It would mean the world from us.
Just don't bother shipyard. Just don't bother
They
shipyard.
have 350 beers on there, and so there are a lot more than American Shipyard Pale Ale on there.
At least one of them's got to be good.
Not helping. Right, and also, Tom, which is unfortunate after this beer, you've brought another beer on that you've brought from a local brewery. Tell us a little bit about it.
So I had a message from Marlon on Sunday of last week, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so.
Basically saying we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here, kid.
Times is hard, Drive.
Reg and Marlon are taking some time off. We've got to smash some episodes in.
We're fucking marking the fucking episodes up so that Marlon's all he's got to do is press go.
Well, at least it'll be at the right time.
Can you come on a Saturday? I've already expressed it. If it's not at the right time, I'll kill myself. So every time I've come on, I've taken it upon myself to go and find the most glorious thing that I can find. And there's a shop in the local high street that's called the Grape and the Good, or the Greater Good. Or
The Grape
They're great or
Grape and
good.
Good.
And the original one that I had found was an 11% pale ale. It was a double pale ale or something like that.
Wow. A DIPA.
That's the one. But unfortunately, they had sold out of that. So I found this one, which is made by a company called Yonder, and it's a blueberry cheesecake.
We've had Yonder on before, haven't we, Marlon?
Yeah.
But I know that both of you are not really massive fans of.
I won't lie.
It's called a pastry sour.
It's a sour, and I've had sours before, and I'm not a fucking fan.
I've never had one, so if it's shit, I don't mind.
They are.
That's right. We got the fucking shipyard to wash it down with anyway, lads. So we're all right, you know what I mean?
Pass me some of that fucking tea.
Sorry, I got Budweiser.
You like a stout and a weird and wanky ale, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Have you ever had a sour?
I've never had a sour, mate.
I
no.
have. It's an interesting
It
taste.
is, and
You've had a sour before, have you?
So, Beerco down the road, they do all sorts of weird and wanky shit. And
Hashtag.
week or two ago, I stopped in on the way back, and I picked up a couple of weird things.
Ever expanding our palates. All right, Marlon, for the second. What is it, Marlon? Tell us what it is.
Right, it is a Yonder blueberry cheesecake, 6.5%.
For the second time in this podcast, Marlon, can you please read the Martin bullshit?
Oh, yeah.
Blueberry cheesecake is another deliciously decadent pastry sour from the mines of Yonder. It's oozing with juicy blueberry and sweet vanilla on a thick and creamy, smoothie-like liquid base.
That whole thing has made me very erect.
I wish I could.
In my reading, getting
creamy.
better.
It is. You know what?
Biff, chip and kip are all the
You're
fuck.
like level 4 now.
You've gone from key stage 1 to key stage 2.
Practicing.
Right, let's get going and see what you think. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, that smells rank. That is the worst smell.
What the fuck is that?
That's the worst smelling thing.
If I could describe to you what Gilo just looked like, I can imagine.
Oh, give me the shipyard. Give me the fucking shipyard.
That's awful. Do we have to drink that?
Hang on.
I don't know if I'm...
Oh, God, I can't do it. I've had my bollocks chopped off.
No,
That
I'm
wasn't
alright,
as painful
I'm
as
out.
drinking that.
Right.
Do you mean people actually buy that?
You did.
Oh my fucking god!
Fuck. Oh, man.
I've been to. I was saying I've had sours before, and I went to Yonder, and they serve sours in a third pint, which is in one of the, which is exactly the same as one of these lovely glasses we were sent by Beer Hunter UK as part of our welcome pack. Shout out Beer Hunter UK, sponsor of this podcast. Go fucking buy some beer, please. They will drop us. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Tom, Mate, I am sorry that you spent so much money on that.
How much you
This is
spend
the
on that?
worst thing, is that it was
The shipyard gets a 5.
compared to that, the shipyard's the best thing I've ever drank. That is the fucking. So I bought 5 cans of this, and it cost me nearly £30.
I want to be in that meeting when they all went, all right, lads, I've got a great idea. Come on, this new flavour. You'll like this. It's slightly unique, right? They've sat there and they've all gone like that. They've looked up and they've gone, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, that one, yeah.
This is the worrying thing, though, is that obviously this makes money because they keep making it. Who buys this and goes, do you know what? That's nice.
You know what? I bet it's a great drain cleaner or something like
It's someone who suffers from fucking COVID and has got no fucking taste
I'm going to pour it into this lovely Beer Hunter glass from Beer Hunter UK, shout out,
that we got in our welcome pack.
and have a look and see.
that. Oh, that just looks bad. It looks like raspberry smoothie and
Yeah, she's thick.
It is
she's a
thick.
thick boy, isn't she?
I can only apologise, chat.
Do you know what?
I hold it against you.
Don't apologise. I mean, it's better to
You roll the dice.
push our horizons, definitely. What I will say is I'm going to find quite funny. So because I use a lot of hashtags on the Instagram, like Beercast, Beerstagram, craft beer connoisseurs, which we are not.
YouTube certified.
I'm hoping that there are some, because we have a lot of followers now, quite a lot of followers that are sort of beer Instagram people and people that do actual beer podcasts. I can only imagine when we read out at the start, it's a pastry sour, and they're like, oh, this is going to be so funny. This is going to be so funny. These bunch of fucking idiots. I won't lie to you, Tom. There's never been a beer on this podcast where I haven't fucking finished it, because you put a beer in front of me. If I like it, I don't like it, I'll fucking drink it. I will drink anything within reason.
Oh, let me see.
That is out of reason.
I took a second sip of that because I took the first sip and I forgot what it tastes like, and then I thought, I'm gonna fucking finish this. I
couldn't even
It's
swallow
got
it.
aftertaste of shoe.
I cannot finish this beer. I'm gonna try and finish that glass, which is
Don't do it to yourself, mate.
I'm
Don't do it to
gonna
yourself.
try, just but
I bet you
hurts
can't.
my
I bet you
teeth.
can't see it off.
Go on. Put a snorkel on it. Go on.
it's a sour. It's a sour, so you get you get that initial hit of this has gone off.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Has it got lactose in it?
God,
Do you think they
Has it gone off? Have we checked the date on it?
No, there's no. I thought there was lactose in it.
Do you think whoever created the label was dyslexic, and rather than actually spelling shit, they spelled sour?
The best before on it was on the 23rd of the 2nd, 23. So we're well within date, boys.
In date.
The initial
That's
sip,
worrying.
the initial sip that I get, my immediate reaction is to like urge.
Throw up.
Oh, it's horrible.
I've never drank a beer that's made my mental health rear up.
That's it. Me and Tom in a suicide pact now. Let's go. Come on.
This drink makes me depressed, especially when I go. I spent 30 quid on this.
Do you want a cuddle?
Honestly, Drive, we don't do this often, but I am very close to giving you your money back because that
If I see it off, will you give me 30 quid?
I'll give you a bucket as well. So I'm going to put that to one side. I just can't. I'm sorry.
I've had about 4 sips.
I've
nearly
had
thrown
one.
up twice.
I've had one.
It doesn't. Does it even need? We're all 0, aren't we? There's no two ways about it. If there was less than 0,
can we do a minus score?
I don't think we can
It'd be
do
the first one on the podcast with a minus, so then I've got 5 out of 5 on one, and I can get a minus 5 out of 5 on this.
All right, it's -5.
Sometimes
How about no?
Marlon is the rule maker. I'm sorry. That is a
That is
0.
horrendous, boys.
It's a 0.
I'll have the shipyard. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm literally. Everyone just reached for the shipyard.
Can we revise our scores for the shipyard? Because compared to that, this is the best thing
Oh,
I've
it's
ever
beautiful.
tasted.
It's so
Refreshing.
good.
Shout out Beer Hunter. Use up your beer game.
It really worried me when you were like, I've got my own beer, and I was like, shit, we've got like some beers from Beer Hunter to do. If we like, it was one of those things. It's like if we say that yours is crap and Beer Hunter's great, everyone's going to think we're sellouts, and we say fucking beer.
Genuinely.
If we think Beer Hunter's is crap and yours is great, Beer Hunter are going to be angry with us. But what we did is we thought
You rolled the dice.
We thought Shipyard was crap, and yours was worse than crap, rotten crap.
I tell you what, as well, you can keep that spare can. Are we going around the table? Or have we already decided?
What was it? What on that?
I mean, 0.
Oh, 0.
Oh, yeah, 0.
Rule of 0. Oh, that was.
You know, if I was in the desert and there was a cactus there
And a bottle of Shipyard.
and a bottle of Shipyard, I'd shove the cactus up my ass.
Yeah, and drink
As
the
Tom
Shipyard,
said.
yeah.
Do you know what? I'd let you shove it up your ass first, and then I'd go. I don't mind second-hand cactus over that fucking awful shit.
That is.
I apologise for spending £30 and bringing it in here.
No, don't.
Gilo's drinking fucking tea in the doghouse, and I brought that. And
I
that's more
know.
offensive.
I know.
I hate myself.
I don't look so much like a prick now, do I? You know what I mean?
You've gone safe and
Gone
you've
safe,
chosen
safe.
well.
Slowly see, boys.
I've drunk a lot of shit over the years, and hand on heart, I think that's the worst thing
That's
I've
horrendous, isn't
ever
it?
drank. Even Sambuca's better than that.
I'd say, like I said, I have tried. I've tried some sours before, and they were not a fucking touch on how horrendous. Like the other sours that I've had, I've finished and drank them all. I was like, it's not really my thing. But it's a bit fucking wanky and weird. But
The problem is, it's as soon as you drink it.
it is the moment it touches your fucking tongue.
buds, yeah.
It is just I've never had that reaction drinking anything.
No, not
anything
at all.
ever. Not even like cement mixers or anything. That made me want to throw up.
Yeah, yonder. Don't bother.
Go yonder.
Go yonder.
Ta-da.
Rich, could you possibly throw that over there somewhere? Because like just looking at it's making me sort of like
Yeah, that's
feel
no-
a bit funny. You know
No
what I
trouble,
mean?
Drive. No trouble.
Cheers, Drive.
So can I ask you all a question?
Of course you
Go on
can.
then.
So this is something I thought of the other day. Actually, it was
no.
today. Right. I mean, you'll know this from being married. I was married. I'm now getting
Yeah.
married again. You're married.
Fool.
You are long-term relationship. Probably going to get married soon. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, we are engaged. I just don't want to pay for the wedding.
Yeah, fair one.
I hear you.
Shout out Beer Hunter UK.
Sponsor the wedding team. You out to dinner, baby.
Shout out mother-in-law. Right. So when you're in a vulnerable position where you're either running up the stairs or picking something up off the floor,
Yes.
does your significant other try and finger your asshole?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't on my own.
No, it's not just you.
I can't do anything. I was led in bed earlier, right? And I was like sort of half in, half out of the duvet. And my missus decided that she was just going to lean over and full force go right up my shitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I've had it quite that aggressive.
I still
but
had pants on, obviously, so it wasn't like she wasn't fucking third knuckle deep or anything.
Oh right, yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah,
But like, you can't even walk up the fucking stairs without it. Don't get me wrong, I get her back every so often with a fucking swift thumb up there. But
Or
like,
you just slip out and then pop one in the
I
ass.
just,
sort of thing.
yeah, a bit like the what was it we were talking about earlier about not being the only one that does it, the piss stream thing.
Yeah.
A bit like that. I just wanted to make sure I'm not the only one. Otherwise,
no,
am I going to have to call someone? And can I have your mate with the fucking police's number and just sort of say, mate, I think I'm being assaulted?
no, I get
Child services don't care anymore, mate. Sorry.
I get when I'm going up, like I'm going up the stairs, she'll go "Woo," like that at the bottom of the stairs, and then I run, and she'll like get her index finger and go "Woo," like chase me up the stairs with her index finger.
The best part of that is that you're what, 6'3"?
Yeah,
This is what, 5'2"?
I could turn around and kick her chest through her back.
You could flat out, this is Sparta kicker, straight down the stairs drive. But if she gets that index finger out and goes, woo,
Yeah.
you just see 6'3" Reg go, fuck!
Yeah, I'm running. I'm bolting up those stairs. I'm taking 4 steps at a time. I'm gone.
Marlon?
No.
No.
No?
She's got this weird thing.
There we go.
She won't pass anyone on the stairs, and she won't walk up the stairs at the same time as somebody else. So I'm safe. I am safe.
I don't know if that's more weird than them trying to finger
I know,
your
at least
my
significant other's
asshole's
asshole.
safe.
I know people that don't cross on the stairs because it's apparently bad luck. But
I went out with a girl once who actually pushed me out on the road because she didn't want to step over 3 fucking manhole covers.
I was about to mention 3 drains. Yeah, I don't-
three
yeah, I don't
drain covers. I was getting. Bear in mind, she was about 5.5 foot, right? Really a little thing. And we're walking down Glastonbury High Street, and there was like the BT fucking duck things. You get like 3 sort of things.
Yeah.
And I went to go walk over. It was like arm in arm, walking across, and she literally pushed me out in front of a fucking bus, so she didn't walk on this. So she came over, so not go over the other side. But there's loads of pavement.
That's attempted murder.
It is. Don't go out at Glasgow birds, basically. That's the trick.
Did you say she was about 5 foot?
Yeah.
Fuck me, that must have been like sucking a watermelon through a fucking hose pipe when you were shagging her.
Yeah.
Especially with 8 things now.
look at them now. Big old jangly motherfuckers.
Oh, and plus, I got something to think about when I'm
Well,
just
that's
over
it.
with my missus when she
Yeah.
tries to finger my ass.
That's it.
I know. I am the same. I won't walk over 3 drains.
are you superstitious in that way? Like black cats
This
walk
is
under
back to
ladders?
school.
Chief salutes magpies and shit.
Oh
My
yeah,
missus does that,
I
yeah.
just shoot them.
The other one was walking in like cracks in the road.
Yeah, step on a crack, break
Step
your
on a
back,
crack, break your back.
and then step on a line, break your spine. It's a weird superstition.
stepping on a line.
2 drains is good luck.
I've stepped on fucking cracks in bath time, motherfucker.
Hey, none of my lines are stepped on. You know what I'm saying?
Click, clack, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't get all that superstition shit. I am not about any of that crap.
Is it superstitious to finger your significant other's asshole? Because if it is, my missus is superstitious as shit. That's why I walk funny.
My missus like believes in ghosts and shit, and I just can't.
See, that's an. I mean, there's got to be something.
It's the same as sort of agnostic atheist. I am open to the concept, but yet to see proof or any definitive proof.
Like, I've been on quite a few ghost hunts.
No, you love that shit, don't you?
Well, it's just interesting. I like seeing old
I'm not slating
derelict
it, man.
things.
Oh, I like abandoned shit. That's like my favourite stuff.
Yeah. I like the good photos of abandoned shit, which is
You've been around that Shepton prison, haven't you?
yeah,
Yeah, because they
we
stopped-
did Bodmin prison as well.
I've been to Bodmin prison.
Where else did we go? Done Wookie Old Cave. You heard of that?
Yes, yeah. Not
That's
next to
weird.
Wells, isn't it? Yeah.
Like Shepton Mallet prison. That is, I think, the scariest place I've been. Walking around there, pitch black.
That was lifers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's who was it? Was it one of the Crays was in
Allegedly.
both the Crays.
Allegedly.
Sutcliffe? No,
No.
I don't think he was in there.
Yeah, a couple of like big profile cases.
Who was it? Mara Inley and that were down there. Not Mara Inley, was her mate?
Ian Brady.
Ian Brady. That was when he was down there.
Possibly, yeah. Fuck
Like,
that
there
piece
are
of shit.
bodies buried down there because it was a World War II POW camp.
Do any of you fuckers
Hadn't
believe in
loaded up
ghosts
for
or
a fucking
not?
computer.
No, I'm one of those. I know a lot of people sort of say, "Oh, it's there," because like, as a girl that I'm kind of seeing. No.
Oh, okay.
Your ears fucking pricked up then, didn't it? No, there's a girl I'm friendly with. We've had a couple of special cuddles. Anyway, she's into these fucking tarot cards.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, she sat
Mother
there.
did that for a little while.
Oh yeah, she was fucking. She lives up in Swindon, so I popped over to Swindon, having a cup of tea, having a cuddle, sat on the settee. She was like, "Oh, I've got a tarot reading tonight." I'm like, "How much that costing you?" She's going, "About 40 quid." What for some of the fucking 40 quid of real old fucking cards? I was like, "All right, fair enough." And she goes, "You staying or are you going out?" I was like, "I'll probably piss off home." So shot on home. She rings me up that later on that evening. She was sort of like, "Oh, an amazing reading." I'm like, "Oh what?" You know, and she was sort of like,
Amazing reading.
"That was amazing. It was so insightful." And I'm like, "Right, well, what did it say then?" "Oh, well, you
Queen
know."
of Spades.
Yeah. Ace of Hearts.
I had a full flush. Like.
But she was like, "Oh yeah, but they taught me where through." I said, "Oh," like she was going about how it was sort of like, "Oh, it depicted every part of my life and all this shit." And I'm like, "Right, okay, fair enough."
Don't you get like free cards or something?
I don't know, mate. Anyway, so I sort of said, "All right." I said, "Did you like have to answer any questions before the reading?" She was like, "Oh, we had a conversation." I'm like, "Oh, right, did you know?"
Full questionnaire, like.
Oh yeah, down there, 3 pages. And she was like, "Oh yeah, but you know, they just the cards came out and you know, it sort of matched my life and how I felt at the time." And I'm like, "Right, so you've been conned for 40 fucking quid." Yeah, don't say that if you want cuddles afterwards, mind you know what I mean?
You're like, "Oh great, yeah, cool,
she
show
was
me that
sort
ass."
Yeah, pretty much. One video call. Come on, love. Costing me Wi-Fi. Yeah, there's a reason why I got fucking fibre for moments like that. But yeah, you know, you just sort of. I'm sure to people they kind of need some sort of, it's like,
Yeah,
like
they're looking for
RS
something.
Yeah, you know, sort of like, oh, I don't see it. The problem is, I look at life. Obviously, being depressing, but like my mum died 20 odd years ago, and I've never really been godlike or in the God or anything like that. I got dragged in the church when I was a kid and all that shit. And yeah, I do still have conversations with my mum because that's what, you do. It's
so do I, yeah.
But I look at everything from a scientific point of view.
Black and white, yeah.
Black and white.
Needs to be proven.
Yeah, that's it. Not be funny. Like, you look at, why would this planet have a fucking almighty God looking after it and Mars doesn't? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just sort of like, I just don't understand. And Stephen Fry had it right. Why have we got a manipulative, sort of overlord that sits there? We have to, beg for forgiveness and praise and stuff like that. I just don't.
What did he say? Why would there be if there was a God? Why would it create a parasite that eats out children's eyes?
Yeah, that's it. And he's bang on the money.
That's sort of religion as well.
Religion is the most powerful.
It's fucking terrifying how powerful it is.
It is, and it's more powerful
Nothing
than any
else
WMD.
caused more wars.
That's it.
We'd find something to kill each other over.
Oh yeah. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, we're still fucking apes.
Yeah.
And long and short of it, I would still sit there and like you do, like, you're not from my fucking tribe. I'm gonna hit you with that fucking stick. You know what I mean? And that's all it is on a fucking bigger scale.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are fucking monkeys with WMDs. Speak for yourself, of course, but you know what I mean.
Trying to get deep now.
Deep, but it is. It's just I just don't believe in all that shit because it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't. My missus wholeheartedly believes in ghosts and whatnot, and believes that one of her last houses was haunted and whatnot. I just can't.
Mother's house is haunted. Sorry, Dad. You should probably know that by now, but it is haunted. Like, it's a Victorian house.
Yeah.
Built in late 1800s. It's haunted. There is shit going on in there, which is I can't explain. Like, the house is empty. For instance, one night I was in the extension, so it's a 2-story extension on it, and that was my bedroom back in the day. Bang pad.
If you have to call it the bang pad, then it was not.
Take me out for dinner, baby. So it was down like a little corridor next to the bathroom, and the amount of times people used to walk up and down there, there's nobody else in the house bar me, and I'm like nodding off to sleep, and there's footsteps outside.
You've been burgled, mate. What's going on there?
I don't know as well. I've never experienced anything like that. So maybe if that happened to me, maybe I would have a different perspective. But as things stand, I'm just like, it's all fucking stories, isn't it? I'm not trying to shit on your story here, Marlon.
It's real.
I'm sure there were people walking around in your house.
I used to live in a house. I can't remember how old it's, like 200 years old, where I sort of grew up years and years ago, and I had the bedroom next to the servants' quarters.
Wow.
That came out wrong. That came.
My
You Tory cunt.
no better, Bojo.
What would have been the servants' quarters back
When it was built.
Yeah. I've made it sound like I had staff, and then I should not have staff.
You were Tony and fuck you.
I had help.
They were house managers.
My parents called them nannies.
No, I didn't have yeah, my mum was convinced that the house was haunted, and so was my sister. And I never heard proof. I never saw proof. I think it's one of those things. If you believe it, you will see more of it. But if you're incredibly pessimistic about it, like myself and you, Marlon, you kind of just you'll explain a lot of it away and just get on with it. I think it's that I want to believe sort of mindset, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's it. There's got to be something out there.
I am not saying there isn't. There may well be. There's so much unexplained about this earth.
I'm like with Reg. You know, I haven't seen anything. You know, you can watch fucking Yvette Fielding sit there fucking having doors slammed behind her.
Fucking what's that, Sam? What's that, Sam?
Sam, what's that?
Oh, fucking Scooter, Derek Akora.
What was it you said? Derek Akora? Oh, am I getting a Margaret?
I'm going to find him on Facebook now. There's a bloke I work with who looks almost fucking a spitting image of Derek Akora.
Yeah, I'm a Marlon.
He needs air.
It needs the air for it.
They did a Secret Santa once, just sort of tangenting on from Derek Akora. They did a Secret Santa once at work, and my old man got him as Secret Santa, and he bought him a Derek Akora book. Only because they were, if I remember the story correctly, they were stood at Wells bus station after they'd been on a night out on the piss. And some bird turned around and was just like, I swear I recognise you from somewhere. Aren't you Derek Akora? And he stood there going, oh, I'm getting something.
What's that, Sam? What's that,
and he
Sam?
went, nonce.
That was
just walked off.
Peter Kay's Phoenix Nights, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he bought in the book on Derek Akora and said, yeah, there you go, mate, that's you.
It's the money around it as well, isn't there? Like the most haunted and celebrity haunted. It's become an industry, hasn't it? I mean, like a lot of these blokes that, a lot of these mediums and like a tarot card thing. As soon as money gets involved in the profit motive, then it becomes a huge industry.
Some of these prison tours are like 70 quid for a night. Oh, yeah. Like if you want to go to like a real high spec, you're guaranteed to see something. It's like 200 quid.
No.
Well, we do it on the Doghouse, couldn't we? I'll sit in the corner with a fucking.
We can do a prison tour tonight.
Yeah.
I'll run out in the road naked and kick someone's door in. We'll be having a prison shag on prison.
There's your prison pocket getting violated there, love. You know what I mean?
We could put a bed sheet over Gilo and cut some hot eye holes in and just get in a run around going, woo!
Run.
Yeah, he'll have that ghosty limp as well, won't he?
Oh yeah, he will because of his fucking bollocks. Oh fuck me! You could lift that up, show someone your bollocks. That's a fucking scare.
That's it. My bright old purple plums. You know what I mean?
Are you struggling with the bar stool there?
Have you noticed? I'm slowly having to spread myself.
Man spreading.
So every now and again, I've got to cock the leg up just to sort of take the pressure off.
How
the
long
old
is it
boys,
going to take for the swelling to sort of go down?
Fucking hope soon. Well, I'm back to work Monday, so it's got till Monday.
That's brave.
Have you did they say you can do a sexy cuddle for a week, 2 weeks?
I think it's
sexy cuddle.
No sexy cuddle for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, no sexy cuddle.
2 weeks, no sexy cuddle. No play, no sexy cuddle, no nothing.
2 weeks.
Well, they recommend, they sort of say, give it at least a week. Let the swelling go down. Take your ibuprofens and all that.
Yeah.
Let the swelling go down. And then cautiously masturbate.
Have a hand shandy.
Cautiously
How the fuck do you cautiously masturbate? I don't know. Whoop, no. Let's have another tug. Yep. No, all right, keep going.
Just put some scented candles on, start slow, treat yourself.
Give yourself a bit of Barry White, you know what I mean?
Turn them lights.
Take yourself out for dinner, baby.
Done McDonald's, baby. But yeah, no, it's just nice and steady. Bring yourself into it.
So
Plenty of lube.
So like retrain,
Yeah, basically, I can't rage
just-
fuck from
yeah.
the off.
build yourself up.
Yeah,
again
you
from
know,
the
don't grip a loving corner of cunt, spitting in her face. You know what I
I
mean?
can see Marlon giving it a
Call me
full,
fucking daddy. Go on. You know what I mean?
full
Whoa,
gorilla fuck.
whoa. After what you told me before this podcast started of who's calling you daddy, don't fucking say that, you cunt.
I can see him now. He'll have his foot over her
Cut
back
up,
on the
yeah.
back of her neck.
Hold on, I've got stretch. Wait, come here, cunt. But yeah. Basically, no vigorous sexual intercourse from the start. Was said to me by a woman who's at least 60 years old.
I'd take that as gospel.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
She's been around him a lot.
She's seen some vigorous
She's had some
fucking
fucking
movement.
dick in her time. She's had some fucking cock, man.
Do you ever look at old people and just be like, you have done some nasty shit?
Yeah, especially the ones on Pornhub.
There's some women I work with who I genuinely look at them and go, you've seen some dick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you look at old people, like old people.
Oh, they're from
like,
Bridgewater as well,
But
so
like-
you know.
you've had a finger in your ass and you're like 70.
Yesterday.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, though? Look at old women on the bus and be like, you've done some fucked up shit in your time. Is that just me?
I have myself.
Where are we going with this?
Right,
I don't
I kinda-
sexually creep on people.
Yeah, I
Sorry, Lee.
I was.
Creeps like time at night, don't I?
I kind of got myself in a compromising position with a lady from. I'm not going to say where she's from. She ain't from around here though. She's Italian and she's 58. Hey, I tell you what, fucking proper little spinner.
Oh, they always are, aren't
Oh,
they?
mate, but yeah, but 58 years old, she fucking knew what she was. Oh my days.
Well, that's the thing. The older woman, they know what they fucking want and they ain't
Oh, yeah.
messing around.
Well, she punched me in the face twice. You know what I mean? So fucking crack on that drive. You know what I mean?
Roger.
Right, okay.
Literally, I was launching her across the fucking bed. It was fucking crazy. I was like, I'm fucking knackered, woman. Fucking calm down.
58 and all. What
Yeah,
chance?
15, but she loved it. Anyway, moving on.
This
58's the new 30, mind.
Hey, I'll
This
tell you.
descended quickly.
I'll tell you what, I've slept with some 30-years. I couldn't move anywhere near as fucking well as she could.
Were they from Bridgewater as well?
Yeah,
Had a
probably.
fucking mean right up.
Bridgewater are getting a fucking cuss in a day, aren't they? Bless
Sorry,
them.
we love you, Jam.
I want to ask you a question, Tom. You,
All right.
I have seen that shirt all over Instagram, or that brand.
Yes, sir.
Boys Get Sad too.
Yes.
Them boys are legit as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got so much good stuff. You seen this before, Marlon?
No, I haven't.
So it's basically an actual real mental health brand.
Yeah, not like the giant shit cunts that you had fucking contacting you that then I contacted and then had exactly the same replies back, even though I was by far going, you are the worst human being in the world. I hope your mother gets herpes. I fucking hate you. And they go, that's great. Why don't you share your story with us?
They go,
Yeah, no, Boys Get Sad too are fucking great. I've actually had a back and forth with the chap that runs it, and they donate 10% of every single sale that they make to, I want to say it's Mine.
yeah, I think
or
one
something
of the
along
big
those
mental
lines.
health charities, isn't it?
But like,
And their merch is legit.
They-
Well, I say it's not merch, is it? It's like their
Yeah,
clothing line
their
is
branding,
legit
yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck. Smart as hell.
but their whole sort of I'd quote for it, I guess, or something like
Ethos.
that. It's a conversation starter. So I've worn this out I've got two of them. So I've got the one I'm wearing now. You can't see it, so it's useless me saying. And I've got a hoodie as well that says it. The hoodie that I've got sort of fades down into like a blurred thing, and at the bottom it says some problems are difficult to see.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that I've had come up to me and say it's fucking brave for wearing that. That's really good. Well done.
I think it's really nice. It's really nice gear as well. And I think when you've got
Looks
something
great,
something with like obviously quite a bold statement like that, it literally says boys get sad too.
It's
sort of,
massive
on the back.
of it as well.
It's really, really well done and floral. Because if you literally had it in bold print, it would just be a bit like in your face. And it is still in your face, but it's just really nice.
subtly
It's-
in your face.
It
very
is.
subtle.
It's real nice gear. I've seen them. They've been popping up on my Instagram a lot recently, and I think it's fucking brilliant what they're doing.
Absolutely. They do a lot of stuff as well.
There's no shame in making money out of it. I mean, we're all in fucking business to
Yeah.
make money,
Yeah.
but the fact is they're donating money to a mental health charity, and not only that, they are getting awareness out there for what is an incredibly important topic of which we've spoken about at length, hugely. Sick, man.
Just going off from like what you were saying about shit cunts on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
We had a message this morning, didn't we, Reg?
Was it me?
No, from
Gilo.
Opod.
Oh God.
Opod?
Oh fuck.
Right.
Who's
We
Opod?
get these all the fucking time.
Do you want to promote your podcast? And Reg messaged back, nope. And then the cunt literally sent like 3 pages of, oh, here's what you get from me, growth, real audience. Like, you've already got that
Very
shag.
good. Yeah.
100% safe and natural organic audience. Real engagement. Your podcast will get
I'm
better
happy-
search ranking. Fuck off on it. And I literally sent him a mem back with Dr. Evil.
Whoa. What
just call
did
it a
you just
meme?
fucking say?
Meme.
It's called a meme.
Do you know who I am? I'll call it what I want.
See, mate, Marlon.
Marlon,
Big
I
in
do
a
what,
podcast game.
Marlon, I do what I want, scumbag.
Yeah.
I had a nap after I just woke up.
Yeah.
sent
Dr.
him-
Evil, mem. How about no? And then he sent back a Clint Eastwood looking at me going like with a bit of a funny face going like,
Side-eye.
what the fuck? And he said, I need reviews, so I want to work with you if you want to promote. Bro, please let me know. And I sent him another one.
Bro.
How about now? And then he came back again. I was like, why are you not getting the fucking hint at this point? Do you want to promote your podcast? And I was like, I sent another Dr. Evil. Scotty don't.
I mean, fair fucks to him. He was sending the memes back. Most of them are just generic like,
shit, isn't it?
bots.
hey, sign up to this. You go, no, fuck off. And they go, that's great. Why don't you do this? At least then he sent back the Clint Eastwood one and was just like, what the fuck?
But he called it a podcast
Yeah.
twice, didn't he? We don't smoke dope in here. Not yet, anyway.
Whoa, that's not all about talking about, classy drugs, just saying, you know what I mean? Thank you.
Strain of the week is...
Can you read the marketing? Oh, shit.
Comes straight from Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Smoke weed every day.
I had that with some of the stuff. Obviously, my Instagram's fucking tiny, you know what I mean? And I've had a few...
Not like your balls.
No, like my balls. My balls are massive and impressive and purple. But you do. I got the same generic. It was actually the mental health one, and it was just sort of like, oh, do this, do that. Off you buy a fucking hoodie for
80 fucking
80 quid
yeah.
or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like fuck off. You know what I mean?
Get so many of them. They look. It's basically they just like follow hashtags. If you put like hashtag mental health awareness or like our one is hashtag Spotify, hashtag podcast, you just get bombarded by messages and comments saying promote on this and promote on that. Like fuck off.
It's just fucking soulless, isn't it?
We don't need to grow our artificially grow our audience. These scumbags will share it to other scumbags, and that's the only people we want.
Yeah.
Is pieces of shit scumbags.
Extended family of scumbags.
We do not want anyone who's going to listen to this and go, "Oh my god, I can't believe they said that." No, if you listen to any part of this podcast,
Do you know
go,
what?
"Not gonna."
I really want people like that to listen to this fucking podcast.
I
just want to get them triggered. I really do. I want them to lose their shit.
I don't, because Tasteless Gentleman a few years ago, another podcast I follow, their upload schedule is bullshit now. I won't lie.
Right, it's absolute bollocks.
They used to be so good, and they've not.
I went
The
to-
content's still there, but there's no schedule for
So
upload.
obviously, I tend to listen. I don't do long drives anymore,
No.
so I can't listen to everything every day because I literally work 5 minutes from my house, allegedly. So when I was out in the garage earlier fixing the shitty Clio, I was like, "Oh,
Bound some TTG.
TTG must have a new one." No, 1st of January last time.
It's no good, and they just cut out. But they were big for a long time, weren't they? They're very big, and they were doing a decent upload schedule. And they had a change.org to cancel them.
Really?
Yeah. And they weren't even talking crazy shit either, were they? Really? No, it was just similar to what we're saying. But the fact is, they had that large audience, and they were putting themselves out there so much that people that they didn't want to listen to them,
started listening.
And it's a similar thing to what's happened with Rogan. You have this massive audience, and certain people won't like certain things. Speaking of which, I'm sorry to get back to Rogan again. So obviously he's had this huge thing around him and this great media debacle. So who does Rogan have on very shortly after all of this shit kicks off? A climate change denier. A lot of very interesting points and whatnot, but I was like, that is pure Rogan. Just
It's fucking brilliant.
I want to get like a flat earther on there.
He's a well. I don't think he's ever had a flat earther, but the Alex Jones ones are just. I think they've actually all been taken off Spotify. All of the Alex Jones ones. You know who Alex Jones is?
No, I don't.
Turn the frickin' frogs gay. Turn the frogs gay.
I need to know
Like
this person.
Tim Boyle.
Is.
Hat, this shit,
Honestly,
like-
Alex Jones, he used to have a YouTube channel called InfoWars, and he still has a website and I believe a sort of podcasty thing called InfoWars. And he's a conspiracy theorist.
But he's fucking mental.
He's absolutely mental. But the crazy thing is, he has been right about more things than he's been wrong about by a
Really?
long fucking way.
So are the frogs gay?
Well, it wasn't that they were. It's like, oh, it's Hillary Clinton and the plastics trying to run the frogs gay. But basically what he was saying, it was about the phthalates that were creeping into the water supply that were turning, I believe, female frogs into male frogs, or
Right.
male frogs into female frogs. So it's always on the right lines. How he puts it across
Is a bit
is very
questionable.
very questionable and very dulled down. Not dulled down, but in its raw form. It was what's the other one he did? Bohemia Grove back in the 90s. So I don't know if, I don't want to say too much because I want to say this for our conspiracy theory part 2. But Bohemia Grove, back in the 90s, there was this. I think it's in Washington State. I might be wrong. It was basically where all these sort of higher upper echelons of society, so ex-presidents, senators, billionaires, they all go into the wood. They all get naked. They burn an effigy of a child. Is it? No. They burn an effigy of an owl, I think. And they have like an owl, and they have like a child in a coffin or something. I haven't done enough research about it to really speak to. Will you shut the fuck up?
I hope people get that.
And he snuck in and he videoed the whole thing, and there were all these senators and people that were really high up in government and this weird naked in this weird little cult, and they're all worshipping this fucking owl that's on fire. And yeah, it's so many things that he's said, and people, because he was the one that said about Epstein back in 2008. He was like, they got this island, and they take all the kids out, they fuck them, and it's Bill Gates, and they're all in on it, and then the goddamn Clintons are doing it, and Ghislaine Maxwell's involved in it, or her father was murdered by the gays, and it turns out he was fucking right.
Shit.
He was saying all this about Epstein, and like no one knew who Epstein was back in 2008. He said there's an island, they go there, they get these billionaires to fuck kids, and then the CIA are videoing them. That bit is unproven, and that's how they sort of control, and they what do you call it? I think I'm constantly forgetting words at the moment. I think I'm going senile. They compromise them. That's how they compromise these people, and they can get them to vote certain ways on certain things and get them to support certain agendas. And he said this. What's that now? 14 years ago, and everyone was like, "Oh, crazy's on about some fucking pedo island." Lo and behold, there was pedo island. Then there was pedo plane. So, yeah, Alex Jones.
Poor old sweaty Andy. You know what I mean?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
I actually have a very. I don't sweat. I was in Pizza Express at the time. Shag. Pizza Express as a prince. That's a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Go on, you got a little bit of scratch, mate. Upgrade of Domino's. Go on, treat yourself. Go on.
Yeah.
But the problem is, again, you don't. It's how the information's portrayed. You've got some fucking mental crazy bloke.
This is
what
yeah.
perceived as a mental crazy bloke,
and
no one's going to believe him.
And not only that, he did get something wrong. He got, remember there was a mass shooting at Sandy Hook High School in America, and he got, I say, bad information. He took on some bad information and he ran with it, and he said that it was all crisis actors and nobody actually died, and it was all a setup. Yeah, and the problem is, and he has since said that he was wrong and he apologizes, but it's a fucking bad thing to be wrong about. A mass shooting.
You get your shit right for something like that.
Oh, that's the problem. And since then, he sort of lost he's lost a lot of credibility with a lot of people, because he did get that horrendously wrong, and it is a fucking bad thing to be wrong about.
Yeah.
But putting that aside, if you look at a lot of other things that he's said, this Alex Jones chap, I'm sure a lot of people that listening will know, and a lot of people might not. So it's well worth looking up some of Alex Jones's best bits on. So that is if you say Alex Jones, the one quote you go to is "Turn the frogs gay." He's been on Rogan a lot, and he is fantastic. He did an episode. I think his most recent episode was with Tim Dillon,
Yeah.
and another comedian who's absolutely hilarious, and going into all these conspiracies and whatnot. And Rogan had him on, and every claim he made, he fact checked every single claim that he made. And I mean, there was a lot of it wasn't all the details weren't bang on,
Yeah.
but the core of what he was getting at. There was fucking truth there, So
I watched a program the other day about his fucking name, Bob
Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
Yes, Bob
Lazar.
this is an episode in itself, Charlie.
Do we leave it for then, or do I mention it now?
You could give us a little bit of a rundown.
Well,
We'll give it a little teaser for the listeners. Little
teaser.
You know Bob Lazar?
Nope. I
honestly,
need to
basically,
go
Bob
on
Lazar
YouTube again.
Allegedly worked at Area 51, Skunk Works, in Nevada. And he went public about what he'd seen down there, and obviously with alien aliens,
the Greys,
and all that. You know what I mean? Of course, obviously the first thing everybody goes is, "Oh, well, you're fucking full of shit," and unsubstantiated. But the problem is he had evidence to prove that he worked there.
Initially, he did an interview, didn't he? But he was anonymous.
Oh yeah.
And he did this anonymous interview, and then he realised, shit, I've done this anonymously. If I die, no one's going to know it was me. So he went public and said, I'm Bob Lazar. If I die, they've done this to me. They've killed me. And, so for that reason, he's one. I'm not saying for that reason, but there's been a lot of deniers of what he said. And he's been on the Rogan podcast as well.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, very interesting.
I'll definitely
We are
have a look
promoting
now.
Rogan a bit too much here, guys. Just stick with the Doghouse. You know,
Yeah.
Rogan's good, but your boys are here.
Fuck Joe Rogan, he's racist.
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
But no, it's definitely like you really look into it. It's fucking West shit going on.
He said he's seen the crafts, he's seen the Greys, the ones that they've.
But
crafted.
it's like the they were saying about the Aurora project, which is that ramjet super stealth fucking fighter.
Yes,
that's out
yeah.
there. And it comes with a pulse generator engine,
Pulse jets, yeah.
pulse jet, and that was it. And they were sort of saying that its turn of speed, it moves like a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
And it's obvious. Well, they were kind of. I didn't really have. I just watched it, but my opinion's still a little bit out on it. But they were saying that how it maneuvers and how it flies and how it looks is
nothing like we have ever seen, and we're not allowed to see because if we don't want, it's top secret shit. They don't want us knowing about it because they don't want Russia, China, India, anyone else knowing about
Is it a round flying disc with lights on?
no.
But
It's
yeah,
a big triangle.
There was also
Delta wing light.
have you heard of the Nimitz incident?
No.
So basically, there was, I think it was two fighter jets, and they were out on I think they were on the Los Angeles, off the west coast, so Los Angeles, yeah. And it was just off the USS Nimitz, I believe, which is obviously a warship or battleship.
Aircraft carrier.
There you go, thank you. That'd be it.
Dirty great aircraft carrier. Yeah.
There you go. I'm not overly clued up on the ship itself. Two fighter jets and this sort of dot. It was like they call it a tic tac. It looked like a tic tac. It was flying like feet off of the water, and then all of a sudden it's whoop one way, and it just moved like it defied all laws of physics.
Yeah.
Aliens.
And then they were sort of trying to track it, and it disappeared.
Yeah.
It just went and hit. They went to their rendezvous point where they were going to go, thinking, "Well, that was fucking weird," and it was there waiting for them. So it knew where they were going. It's you can take whatever you can from it. It's just
Wow.
Yeah, no, interesting shit. Anyway, we got any more to do before we really get? You don't want to get too much into aliens.
No, that episode will be coming up very
We're
soon.
going to do an aliens / conspiracy theory / well-received episode, as I'm told.
Just want to gloss over. Don't fucking forget. Pub crawl, 23rd of April.
Whoop, whoop.
Wells.
Wells with an E, not Wales.
Yeah, BA5 postcode. Get yourself booked into a fucking hotel down there.
There's plenty of them down there.
Come out on the piss with us, basically.
You guys coming?
Yeah, fucking straight.
I've already vowed whoever it was that was daddying the Instagram at that point that I am going to break my no ever going to kudos ever again.
Hey, yeah, it was me that was daddy in the Instagram. I like that term as well.
I've not been to kudos for 4 years.
I haven't been there for the 10, mate.
We
So
are
I'm
going to send it.
I hope that lot that said that you robbed out of their bag of there so we can start a doghouse fight.
Yeah.
I hope they're fucking not.
That's like my brother's there. We'll just get him teed up. Off you go, Shay. Knock yourself out.
Just wind him up, send him on.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
But yeah, I'll be there 100%.
Love dumb animals.
Awesome, yeah. So 23rd of April.
23rd of April.
There's a Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Is there
Get
a-
yourself down.
Is there a route? Are we going to start top, work bottom?
Are we going old school route?
We're doing old school route.
Awesome.
Nobody's going to know what that is yet.
Starting at the top, working down.
Not going to announce any venues. They're just going to be hit with a shitload of people.
Happy days.
Fuck 'em. You want good business or not, Chad?
Are we doing kudos before 10:30 so it's free?
It's 11, isn't
Maybe.
it? No.
Is it
no,
still free before
There is
half
no way
I
in
don't know.
hell.
I haven't been in.
I mean, either.
There's no way in
Hello.
hell
We'll ask Keith.
we're going to make
Keith
all
will know.
those pubs before we get down to kudos before free entry.
What's the kickoff time of the pub crawl?
Or we're thinking
So,
sort of late afternoon.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Pace yourselves,
Yeah.
pace yourselves,
I'm gonna be
boys.
dead by 10. Oh.
Can you imagine?
That's all right, Reg will be
do,
home.
do you reckon we should start a kitty? should we do a kitty? When we get there, should we do a kitty? Leave someone in charge of the kitty? Everyone puts 20 quid in and go to the bar. Can I have
Leave our Joe in charge of that. She don't
48
drink.
Stellas?
Leave our Joe in charge of that. She don't drink.
Well, there you go.
And she's fucking good with money.
Well, there you go.
I think we're going to have to do kitty because it's going to get fucking
Can you
expensive
imagine?
otherwise.
Can you imagine?
And if everybody's going in to buy their own drink, she'll be there all fucking
Oh, yeah,
day.
you never fucking do it. Yeah, we'll just go fucking kitty then. Let's do it.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for Wells in a way, but I also kind of feel
Fuck
like
'em.
the economy is going to have a huge spike.
That's it.
If we don't make the local newspaper,
We're going to make front page of Wells Journal.
yeah.
Hoodlums come into fucking Wells.
And Greg is not allowed to buy a drink.
No, he's not.
No.
Greg is not allowed to buy a drink. If I see that man at the bar with money in his hand that is his, everyone's getting a slap.
Can we confiscate his wallet at the start of the night?
That's what we'll do. We'll take away all of his means of payment and just be.
Trouble is, what if he's got Apple Pay or...
No, I'll just fucking
Just take his phone off him.
We'll smash his phone.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
We'll
Sorry,
pay,
Greg.
Smash his phone.
we'll pay for it out of the Doghouse funds because we've got so much money.
Fuck me, that poor cunt's walking away with a Nokia 3210.
Speaking of Doghouse funds, Patreon is now live. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Don't lie, Reg.
Just the thought of money made me ill.
It's www.patreon.com/in the Doghouse podcast.
Yeah, guys, it's £1.5 a month plus VAT, I believe. Is it plus VAT? It is, isn't it?
I think it
I don't know
might
why.
be.
I don't know why it says that. There's nothing we can do about that, guys. You know. So yeah, for £1.5 a month, you
When
can.
I put that up, they bollocked me because they wanted more than £3
Oh yeah, I'll tell you why that is.
because they're fucking money grabbing cunts.
Not only that, because obviously they're getting charged to process fees as well. I'd assume, but I don't care. And
No, fuck your life.
No,
Bing bong.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking that for our listeners. No, yeah. So, guys, if you want to support this podcast and help make it better, and we're not, like we said before, we're not putting it behind a paywall. But £1.5 a month, it's going to help from. Each and every one of you is going to help out hugely.
I'm going to get some reading lessons.
Yeah, you're going to get reading lessons.
I don't think you need them, mate.
No?
No, I think it's beautiful.
I'm
I
going
look forward to my favourite part of the podcast, though.
to get tutoring of how to shut the fuck up sometimes. Stop waffling so much.
Mate, there's not enough money in the world.
It's such a you're about to be my friend.
You asked for it.
Yeah, so if you guys could do that, that'd be amazing. But £1.5 a month plus VAT, weirdly, I don't know why. Yeah, it helps us out greatly.
Entirely up to you, obviously. As
It
I said,
is.
it's not going behind a paywall.
podcast
We just
will
need
always
some
be free.
new kit, and I can't afford any more money into this deep hole.
Yeah, on the real, Marlon has spent an absolute fortune on this next lot of merch, which is coming. It's on its way. People just think we do this podcast and then we sit around all week and we don't have jobs, we just don't do anything, do we?
No, I don't work 50 hours a week, and definitely don't. And
Don't do a podcast and sort out the merch and sort out all the website. No, it's coming. Please, just have a little bit of patience.
keep an eye on the website. I'm not announcing a launch date
keep an eye on the website. Drive, I'm going to ram it down their bastard throats when it's live.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, just make some more work for me.
Take the mystery right out of it, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so...
I bet he's great at surprise birthday parties, isn't he? Hey, don't tell anybody, but there's everybody in there. They're going to shout surprise. You'll be all right. Look surprised when you get there.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to support the podcast, that'd be great, guys. Don't be a fuck-faced peasant. Just it's £1 a month.
Show me that money, baby. Come on.
It's a fucking £1 a month.
So where can we get those shutting the fuck up lessons?
I was going to say that one.
Hold on, let me
Can you support us on Patreon? Don't be a fuckface peasant.
Fucking Tory.
Right, anyway, we really fucking appreciate you listening. Remember, rate us 5 stars, Apple fucking podcast, Spotify, shag.
Yeah, I think that's about it, really,
Yeah.
Drive. Just keep the, if you can put hashtag up your beer game and at Beer Hunter in your Instagram story, if you're going to share one, that'd mean the world to us. And bang them a follow on Instagram because they are a sponsor of this podcast. Whoop, whoop. Crazy, crazy bastards that they are.
I don't know why.
I don't know why, but...
Hey, don't knock it. Don't knock it.
Well,
Ride the pony in. Go on, son. You be right.
Awesome. Right. I think that'll about do from us.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll catch you on the next one. I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been told.
I've been Gilo.
Flop Flinger, sorry.
We'll catch you on the next one, people. Cheers.